and great fans. It's the Gold Bowl, and it's coming up next. Welcome to historic Hovey Field in Richmond, Virginia for the 30th Gold Bowl, where this afternoon the Trojans of Virginia State will do battle against the Panthers of Virginia Union. It is a gorgeous afternoon for football. Along with Stan Luter, I'm Chip Tarkett, and welcome to what we expect to be a great football matchup between two schools that just don't like each other.
Okay, let's see if we got this straight. They're about 25 miles apart, okay? You got cousins that go there. You got aunts and uncles, mom and dad, who knows? I don't think they like each other too much, all right? Plus, it's the Gold Bowl. It's going to be a nice game today.
Let's take a look at the Eastern Division standings brought to you by the NCAA, just to show you how important this game is today.
Yeah, Virginia Union at 3-1 really needs this. They need to get some help. Hopefully, Elizabeth City can lose if you're thinking Union. And then those two teams will play each other at the end of the season. Shaw, Bowie, St. Paul's all have had up and down seasons in Virginia State today. 1-6 in conference play, and we'll tell you really why that is as this game goes on.
In the western side, it is all North Carolina Central.
Yeah, the North Carolina Central Eagles have really flown high this year, coming off that CIAA championship of a season ago. 7-0, nationally ranked. They're really playing good football. But hey, the surprise story and the feel-good story this year is Jackson C. Smith. This is a team last year that had a 22-game losing streak. They're 5-2, and hey, you may hear something about them in postseason play. You never know.
There will be some outstanding athletes on the field today. We always like to take a look at some Bud Light ones to watch. So two individuals. Let's look at one for each team, Stan.
Two individuals with the same first name. Go with it. How about that? Lamar Blizzard has had a solid football game the last week, threw for 2 touchdowns in their win against St. Paul's. They finally settled on the quarterback, and it's Blizzard, primarily because he's smart. He makes good decisions. Andrew Faison says he keeps the game in front of him, doesn't try to force anything. That's going to be a big key today for Virginia State to win. On the other side of the ball, there's Lamar Little. Hey, he's left-handed. He's got quick feet. He sees the entire field. He's the number 3 rusher in the CIAA at the quarterback spot, and he's number 1 in total offense. He's got the total package. And Virginia Union fans, he's only a sophomore.
And he is some kind of player. Talk to both coaches this week. Let's talk about forward keys to the game for each team to pick up a victory.
Yeah, Virginia State has had that funky season. Today, they want to put it all together, offensively, defensively, and, of course, on the special teams. Andrew Faison feels if they can do that, they've got a great chance of winning and getting off the field. Try to make Virginia Union go 3 and out a couple times. This team is last in time of possession against the opponent. They want to get people off the field, and that's going to be very, very important for them. At Virginia Union, it's a role reversal. How do you come in as the favorite? You're 5-2. You've had a good season. Nobody expected you to be this good this season. You were preseason pick number 6. Can you handle your prosperity and the lethal weapons? We're going to talk about names such as Smith, Hampton, and, of course, Little. They've got a lot of offensive firepower. Will the firepower go today?
We set the table for you. We're expecting some kind of game. It's Virginia State, Virginia Union. It is the 30th Gold Bowl, historic Hovey Field in Richmond, Virginia. That's what they're playing for. We'll kick it off when we come back. Stay with us.
Hey, plate number FRWG7375. You're getting a ticket.
Bold moves, they happen every day.
I love costume parties. Hello, Roman.
Hey, where's Matt?
Huh? Matt's right here. What are you doing? We're a little thing I like to call the best costume ever. Check it out. Got Bud Light up to my rims.
You are good.
Someone's coming. Don't mess this up for me.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Yeah, Matt.
It's East versus West with a title on the line. The 2006 CIAA Football Championship game returns to Durham November 11th. It'll be a clash of the Titans in O'Kelly Riddick Stadium. It's the Beast of the East taking on the best of the CIAA West. Don't forget McDonald's halftime featuring the Battle of the Bands. The 2006 CIAA Football Championship game November 11th at O'Kelly Riddick Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. Get your tickets now.
Good morning.
Hi.
Welcome to Bank of America. How can I help you?
We're new in town and we need a new checking account.
Sure.
In our last place, we had direct deposit and the checking was free.
We have that here, too.
Oh,
Good. Did yours include online banking?
free?
Unlimited online bill pay?
Free.
And total security protection if your debit card is ever lost or stolen?
Free.
Welcome to your new bank. Let's get you started.
Great.
Bank of America. Higher standards.
Today's Gold Bowl Classic is being brought to you in part by Ford, Bud Light, the Navy, and by Bank of America. Along with Stan Luter, I'm Chip Tarkett. They need to bring some of that food over here into the booth today, Stan.
I'd like to think they would. I mean, as good as we've been to them in the corner, I think they'd have brought some up here earlier now. But hey, I'll eat after the game. You can bet your bottom dollar on that one.
Nothing like the Gold Bowl. It is some kind of scene here. Hovey Field, historic Hovey Field, Virginia State versus Virginia Union. This is a historic meeting today because it's the 30th Gold Bowl. There's Virginia State head football coach Andrew Faison. You've seen his 5th season at V-State, 27-20 record. This year's team knows he could have a lot better record. They've had some strange things, and Stan will be talking about that during the broadcast. They could have had a much better season this year. Virginia Union is led by that man, Arrington Jones, and A.J. has had a stellar season this year. Boy, he really caused a great turnaround for Virginia Union. Captains are meeting at the center of the field. You're going to get to see the old coin toss. We don't always get to see this. Now, this is good to see this again. We used to watch it every time. Your officials for today's game, the head referee, that's Rodney Burnett. The umpires, Tracy Jones, Rick St. George. Virginia Union has won the toss of the coin. They're going to flip sides. Virginia Union won the toss and elected to receive, so they'll be receiving as we look out on the field from our right to our left. The rest of the officiating crew, the head linesman is Rick St. George, line judge is Anthony Stroman, the back judge is Dara Ramsey, field judge Dean Johnson, and David Hughes is the side judge.
Smart decision, AJ. You win the toss most of the time. In this modern football, people defer to the second half. I always thought, if I can get the football, let me get it. AJ's got the second highest scoring offense in the CIAA. They're averaging almost 30 points a ball game, only trailing North Carolina Central by actually a point. So he wants to get the ball in Little's hands. What you can expect to see early in this ball game are 2, 3, 4, even 5 wide receivers trying to get it to Jones and the Hampton. We'll talk about those guys a little bit, and getting Lamar Little off.
There's the series history, and Stan talked about this in the beginning. There's always a little disagreement. The 97th meeting, the first meeting was back in 1900, and the stance we're going with says Virginia State leads the series 48-39-9. It's the 4th oldest rivalry of the NCAA, and if you check with the other side, Stan, they've got 50 wins. Let's play that one.
There was a game that was lost somewhere back in the day. I don't know, 50-39-6 and 48-39-9. It doesn't matter. All you worry about is today's game.
Gorgeous sight here. Look at this weather. 58 degrees. A little light wind, east 5 to 10 miles per hour forecast. Just like we said, absolutely perfect day for college football. We're so glad that you're here with us. CIAA football, and it is a classic battle. It's the Gold Bowl Classic 2006. Virginia Union will be in the all burgundy uniforms, and Virginia State wearing all white today. And what a great crowd on hand. And a lot of the crowd still eating. They will bring food in, Stan, because it looks so good out there. My goodness.
I have a simple philosophy. If you bring it in, you need to bring it up.
That's right, in and up. Justin Buxton will be kicking off for Virginia State as you get a good look at the Virginia Union cheerleaders there. And it's a good look at Justin right there. And back deep, the Michaels are back deep for Virginia Union. That is number 10, Michael Hampton, number 5, Michael Dolby. Buxton comes forward, and we are underway. It will come down to Dolby at about the 12-yard line, and he will head straight up the field looking for any kind of room he can find, and he'll get it up near the 30-yard line, and that's where Virginia Union will take over 1st and 10 from their own 30. There's Lamar Little. Talked about him in the open. 5'11", 200-pound sophomore from Bisco, North Carolina. Has hit 11 different receivers this year. That's a lot of folks catching the football. They're going to mark him at the 29, so that's where Virginia Union will start. And they will come out with a 4-wide set. And believe me, there are plenty of people that can catch it. All he's got to do is get it near them. Whistle early. Let's see what this is.
Reset the game clock to 14 minutes and 50 seconds. 14 minutes and 50 seconds.
Keep your eye at the top of your screen. The number 9, Herbie Jones, is one of the leading receivers. We talked about him last year a lot. Had a really good game. Had a long touchdown in their loss to Bowie State. A big catch last week. Spellman, number 19. They've got a lot of weapons on this team. And, of course, quarterback Lamar Little.
Double wides on both sides of the field. They will go straight ahead with Elihu Smith, who we talked about in the open, and he's up near a first down, close to the 39-yard line. Jerome Hodge making the stop. So we take a look at the VUU offense with the backs of the receivers: Smith, Neal, Miller, Taylor, and Hampton. Offensive line led by Bachman, Laleo, Evans, Johnson, and Moses. And that is a big offensive line. It is a first down for VUU. Good look at Elihu Smith, 5'10", 190-pound sophomore. Came in with 294 yards rushing on the season. And a good start for Virginia Union on the first play. Little's dropping back, looking deep. Got a man there, hits him in full stride. That is a huge strike to Michael Hampton all the way down to the 11-yard line.
What did we say in the open? Use your weapons. You see Elihu Smith break off 10 on the first play. The second play, this is just a go route. There's pressure on Little. He stays in the pocket, gets hit right there, and puts this ball right on the money, catches the ball in stride. That's Michael Hampton. 15 receptions on the season, making 16. He drops down. He just does a go route, catches the ball, and Virginia Union is striking fast.
61 yards on the play. Darius Robinson, a lot of pressure that time. Anthony Hailstock with a tackle, but not before Hampton comes from just outside the 10-yard line. Boy, VUU in great shape to start off the game. Elihu Smith straight ahead, pounds inside the 10-yard line. Devon Wiggins making the stop there. Let's take a look at the Virginia State defense. P.J. Kelsey, Darius Robinson, who we just mentioned, Aaron Nider, your down lineman. The linebackers, and they play 4 of those: Gale, Scott, Jones, and Washington. And the secondary, pretty good secondary they got with Hailstock, Edwards, Johnson, and Wiggins. And you'll hear a lot of those guys as we go through the day today. Second down.
They love to run behind 76 Fochman and K.O. Leo, number 77, on that left side of the field.
Some big bodies over there, 290, 377. Tried the quick slant in to Philip Taylor, but smart decision there by Little. It was not open, so he threw it away. It'll bring up a third down.
And if I'm Andrew Faison, I'm scared now because you got them in the red zone. You got Virginia Union red zone. They'll spread you out. A moment ago on first down, they ran out of that bunch formation. What that does is that causes you to have to play man coverage, bring in a nickel backer. They really don't have a lot of DBs. You're a very strong linebacker. A linebacker against one of these wide receivers, the wide receiver is going to win that battle.
Trips to the near side of the field, and this is a formation you never like to see close to the end zone.
Man up.
Going to hand off to Elihu Smith back to the other side. He'll get inside the 5. Will not have a first down, so you're up with a decision here on fourth down of whether you decide to kick the field goal or go for it. Looks like pretty quickly that Aaron Jones has decided he's going to kick it. Why not? He's got a pretty good kicker who come in, Hugo Flores Diaz, who's been very successful. 4 of 8 this year, 48 yards is his longest, and he's hit 1 of 1 from 1 to 19 yards.
And with the start that Virginia Union had, you got to feel this is a success. This is a win for Virginia State to hold him only to a field goal.
22-yard attempt. Shad Talley to hold. It's on the right hash mark where you want to be. Kick is up, and it looks good from here, and it is. So bam, bam, right off the bat with a flag down. We do have a flag, though, about the 4-yard line on the near side over here. Let's see what the call is. offsides Virginia State. So you'll take points off the board probably and take the 5-yard penalty. That'll be a half a distance.
I don't know. This is a 4th down. I think this is going to give them a 1st down.
I think it will. That's
and even if it's not, it's going to be 4th down and very short. I think AJ says, hey, look, let's roll the dice early in the game. Let's try to get the touchdown.
Yeah, it's got to be right there at a 1st down if it's not. Let's hear the official call from the field.
Offside on the defense, number 4. The penalty's declined. Field goal's good.
Must not have been a 1st down, so they'll take the points and keep them on the board. 3-0. Virginia Union comes right out of the bat and scores it. They lead at 3-0. When we come back, Virginia State will have the football for the first time. Stay with us.
Okay, thank you.
Some news here from the Bank of America.
The largest network of ATMs and banks in the country. Only from Bank of America. Higher standards.
Yeah, I have a little attitude, but I've earned it. I've put in the hours. I practice every day. I've learned from the best, and I have no doubt that I can play at the highest level. Right now, I'm guessing I'll end up in either Chicago or New Orleans. Most good jazz musicians do.
There are over 360,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us are going pro in something other than sports.
Back at Hubby Field, you're looking at Dante Edwards, one of the twin receivers back to receive the kickoff as Virginia Union has just taken their first possession, 70 yards, 6 plays, and that man right there, Hugo Flores-Diaz, kicking a 22-yard field goal to give them a 3-0 lead. We're at the 30th Gold Bowl. Hubby Field, Richmond, Virginia. So glad that you're here with us. Kick is underway, and it is going to come to number 16, Dante Edwards. Edwards with a pretty good haul on this side across the 35 to about the 36-yard line before he's brought down. Virginia State will have very good field position to start their first possession. Mario Hall with a stop. Good look at the young man we talked about in the open who'll be starting at quarterback, Lamar Blizzard, 6'1", 215-pound freshman. Came into the game from Richmond. Came into the game with a 549 yards passing, 3 TDs, 3 interceptions, 57 out of 49. 58% passing. Travis Valentine in motion. Quick out is complete to Davian Richards, and not a lot of room to work there for Richards. He's a guy they want to get the ball in his hand. Let's take a look at the offensive set for Virginia State. See Valentine, Cummings, Choice is a big tight end. Carlos Spencer and Davian Richards who just made that reception. Offensive line of Bryant, May, Amos, King, and LaFate. No gain on the play. 2nd down, 10. High formation this time from V-State, and you may see 5 receivers out of them before the day is over as well. They'll go straight ahead with Valentine, and Valentine, no room in the end that time. A lot of burgundy jerseys. Let's take a look at that Virginia Union defense and show you who lines up where. Cherry, Jackson, Horn, who's kind of been the stalwart for the team all year, and Jones is your down front 4. Your linebackers look like this with Hemphill, who's very active, Johnson and Motley in the secondary. Rainey, Johnson, Tolliver, and Tillman. They call Tolliver HT.
Saw Travis Valentine a moment ago carry the ball. They'll play him in multiple spots. Started the year off as a tight end. Now he's become their best runner, only after carrying the ball for 4 games.
Looking across the middle, the pass is complete. That's to Thomas Boyd, who's a guy who can play every position on the field, but he is short of a 1st down. Nice tackle made there by Jonathan Johnson, the strong safety So that'll bring up a 4th down, and let's take a look at our replay of this again, brought to you by Ford.
One of the reasons that this Virginia Union team has improved greatly is because of the defense. You see that they won't allow you anything deep. They'll play underneath, and they do a great job of tackling. Greg Richardson, a longtime coach in the CIAA, Johnson C. Smith, Livingstone, Winston-Salem State, now the defensive coordinator, and he's got them back to fundamentals and being very, very strong and aggressive, and it's certainly paid off this football season.
Robert Broda in to punt it away for Virginia State. Michael Hampton is back deep, and that's a good kick. Hampton's going to haul it in at his 9-yard line, and boys, he got a wall on this side if he gets to it. Makes a nice cut there, and he's got some room. Stays on his feet before he falls out of bounds at the 36.5-yard line, and that's where Virginia Union will take over 1st and 10 with their 2nd possession.
Michael Hampton, one of those guys we talked about in the open, so dangerous when he gets the football in the open field. And the special teams have got to be really happy about this. This was a great kick, catches the ball inside the 15-yard line. And what you see, a hat on a hat. Good job of blocking, get it in your lanes. Hampton Region has a nice return of about 25, 30 yards, puts them in great field position once again.
All of our replays today brought to you by our friends at Ford. Just underway here, 9:25 remains in the first quarter. Virginia Union took their first possession, 70 yards, 6 plays. Their kicker, Hugo Flores-Diaz, a 22-yard field goal. Virginia State on their first possession only picked up about 6 yards, punted it away, and now Union with their 2nd time with the football today.
This is what they were scared of, Andrew Faison and staff, keeping that defense on the field. Yes, it was a 6-play drive, but they have to immediately go right back out their field. This takes a toll on you, especially in a game like this, when you're so heated with emotion.
State threatened the blitz. Man wide open again. Goodness gracious, David Spellman was wide open, waiting for the ball, and a nice delivery by Lamar Little.
Little is so quick at getting the football out, and you have to respect the fact that he can run. Reads the blitz, Knight comes up, they try to put some pressure on him up the middle, 3-step drop, Watson, quick release, gets the ball, caught him on a little seam route, and again, a nice play for about 15 yards.
Stan, it is very difficult to play defense against Virginia Union. They're averaging over 30 points a game. You got 4 wideouts like these 4, it's hard to play defense.
And they've got quickness at the wideouts.
Little again. He's inside the 40. They'll mark it just inside the 40-yard line. And a nice pickup on 1st down. He's brought down by Anthony Hailstock.
Quick 3-step drop. You recognize defense. No pressure this time. Just a nice little release. Pass and catch. Taylor's had some super football games. One of about 4 wide receivers on this Virginia Union team that continue to make nice plays. They catch the football, they protect the ball, and then they take up the field.
Taylor came into the game with 12 receptions. Jones was 16. Spellman's got quite a few, 6 for Miller. I mean, it's just a lot of people. We got flags everywhere. We'll wait and see what the call is. You saw the numbers on Little early, and those are pretty impressive.
Offside on the defense, number 52, with contact, 5-yard penalty.
So they'll hit Jerome Hodge with an offsides. That'll move the ball 5 yards further into state territory, and will also make it a 1st down.
The mistakes. The first thing, when I talked to Andrew Faison, I was down there at practice yesterday, I said, man, what's wrong? He said, difficult schedule. They played Carson Newman, Catawba, and of course the CIAA schedule. Those teams always rank. He said injuries and mistakes.
Elihu Smith had a big opening, and he's just continuing to pound forward inside the 25-yard line. He may have a 1st down for Union. See where they mark it. Oh, he's right there at the 1st down marker. Ford replay.
You can't give them extra plays. You have an offside penalty, results in a 1st down. Then Elihu Smith, we've talked about the wide receivers. We haven't seen Little run, but we see the power of Elihu Smith, who missed several games last year due to injuries, coming this year and really played well. 72 carries, all coming into the game for 294 yards, but is yet to score a touchdown. And let's look at that offensive balance.
79 yards already for Virginia Union. Bring the chains out to see if it's a 1st down or not, and he is very, very, very close. That far, according to Rodney Burnett.
This is house money now. 2nd down, about a yard and a half to go. inside the 30-yard line. There's so many things that Virginia Union can do. AJ's the offensive coordinator. He's almost like the mad scientist on a day like today, because he's got all these weapons. He's got a very big offensive line, a line that averages almost 325 pounds a man. And so, yeah, what he can do now is limitless as you get a good look over at Arrington Jones.
And you know what? His backups are about as big as his starters on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, really,
huge.
they are.
They are huge up front. And the funny thing he said, they're a better pass blocking team than a run block team.
And of late, they've been throwing the football.
Second and millimeters. Oh, that's wide open for Little. He'll definitely have a first down and a lot more. Close to the 11-yard line. He runs out of bounds. Lamar Little. That shows you why he's third in the conference in rushing. He saw the hole and he took off. Full replay.
Smart. He has Cunningham on the slant route if he wants to throw it. They jump and he decides to keep it. Watch this block right there by Herbie Jones. Herbie just says, okay, hey, look, I'll help you out because you'll throw me a pass in a minute. Watch Herbie Jones, number 9, come in right there and bam, give him just enough room to get the first down and then some.
Herbie's good size, 6'2", 199-pound senior, and he's not afraid to lay the leather, is he?
Herbie said, don't forget that, Lamar, as this game goes on there.
First and 10, Union. From the 11, Elihu Smith, big hole again, and he will pound it to the 6-yard line. Boy, does he hit a hole in a hurry. Number 13 on the stop, that is Dante Gale, defensive back, junior from right here in Richmond.
Virginia State has 27 freshmen on this roster, in addition to several guys that are redshirts. So this is a very young football team, and that youth with the only 10 seniors has certainly come up and really bitten them this season. I mean, they're making mistakes, they're having turnovers, they're playing a powerful team like Union.
Little going to the end zone. What a nice defensive play that time by 26 Keith Johnson, one of the few seniors to knock it away. And you mentioned the freshmen. We need to mention this. Those guys are playing a lot, Stan.
They're going to be good next year, but you're living in the moment. Keith Johnson, one of the good defenses, comes in as junior, has had 4 breakups all season. That ball fades up a little bit and comes in, and he's got good closing speed. One of the things they like about him as a DB, comes in and makes that deflection. Now can the defense hold them for a couple more downs?
Trying to go to Michael Hampton. Will be third down now. They mark the ball on the 7-yard line. Be a big defensive stand if State can hold. Little drops back. Cross middle, trying to go to Taylor. He could not bring it home. Pass falls incomplete. And you know what? You got to give the V-State defense credit for holding again.
Bending but not breaking. They ran a little rub route that time. They tried to start Herbie Jones inside and pop him to the outside. And you'll see these two girls. A little bit of a pick right there. Boom. And the inside guy is Taylor, and that ball just goes off his hands.
Hugo Flores just hit a 22-yarder a few moments ago, so he'll try this one from 24 yards, this one from the left hash mark.
We'll go back to it.
It is blocked right up the middle, blocked by, it looked like Anthony Hailstock, number 4. And V-State will be in great field position at about the 33-34 yard line. That was something that had bothered Arrington Jones. He said, we've had some mistakes on the kicking game.
They've had 4 kicks, 4 field goals, blocked, 3 in one game. That snap gets there too slow. And Hailstock does a great job, comes in untouched from the left side, blocks it, recovers it. And in Virginia State, I mean, we're dogging them about their offensive firepower of Virginia Union, but you got to give the defense credit right there. Eric Hargrove's defense has stood the test of time on 2 possessions. And hey, this game could be 14-0, and it's 3-0, and that momentum shifts now for Virginia State. They've got to take advantage of it, though, on the offensive end.
That could be a big point in this ball game for Virginia State, blocking that field goal. Like you said, Stan, it could easily be 14-0 and 3-0. That's an 11-point turn right there.
I was surprised as the ball was being snapped. I'm thinking to myself, I said, Self, yeah, the ball was awful slow getting there. You see what happens with a slow snap.
We got a break in the action. We'll take a break as well. Then we're coming back to the Gold Bowl.
Yeah, I have a little attitude, but I've earned it. I've put in the hours. I practice every day. I've learned from the best, and I have no doubt that I can play at the highest level. Right now, I'm guessing I'll end up in either Chicago or New Orleans. Most good jazz musicians do.
There are over 360,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us are going pro in something other than sports.
What would it take to keep your personal financial information safe? A ferocious guard dog? A great white shark? A man-eating tiger? Any of them will do thanks to Bank of America's SiteKey. Just choose a picture and title. We'll show them to you when you sign on, so you know you're securely on our site, not some look-alike. So if you'll feel safer, protected by a fearsome grizzly bear, we've got you covered. Open a checking account and experience higher standards in checking, only from Bank of America.
Hey, plate number FRWG7375, getting a ticket.
Bold moves, they happen every day.
Those are the woo-woos. B-State cheerleaders do a great job. Part of the fun scenery at the Gold Bowl.
Why you got to put emphasis on it?
It is part of it. Pass goes across the middle and incomplete, in and out of the hands of Davian Richards. Second down. He was open though. I'm a big fan of the woo-woos. You know that.
You know, the woo-woos and the rah-rahs, love them both, but I have been to woo-woo camp, as I try to tell you every time I see you.
I know.
Rub that in. Paulette Johnson does a great job with the ladies, and you know, they're international. They've been in some movies, and they did the Card Girls for Don King one time at a fight, some commercials and stuff like that. I mean, hey.
Flags down.
Ball start on the offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Gustavius King hit with a 5-yarder to back him up to the 27-yard line.
And we talked about the momentum of the block kick. Okay, well, that was also aided a moment ago by an offside, and offside that they declined to take penalty. Now you have a movement penalty. And again, you can't afford to put yourself, when you make a good play, take a couple steps forward and then a whole bunch backwards. You got to continue to proceed, especially when you're trying to pull the upset.
Now it's second 15. Rundle inside screen, and there is no place to go. Outstanding defense by Robert Moore, who would not go away and was right there to make the stop.
Never had a chance at that play.
Stevie Johnson there coming off the field. Also in on that spot, a freshman from Spotsylvania, Virginia, which is right up the road.
Stevie Johnson, like you said, one of the freshmen that really excited about this kid, has had about 4 or 5 multiple tackle ball games. Aggressive, plays that inside backer spot, and they're really excited about what he's going to do in the future of Virginia Union.
Uncle also on the play, Lamar Blizzard got to find some way to get some positive yards here on third down and 2 minute count. We'll call it about 20 to go. Across the middle again was going to Davian Richards, and just could not bring it home, and that'll bring up a 4th down for Virginia State.
I think there was some confusion. Richards didn't really run hard on that route until the end of the play, and that's one where you got to kind of lay yourself out, put the arm out there, the ball goes incomplete. You got to keep momentum. You got to keep drives going. And if Virginia State doesn't have a solid first half, they'll think back to this opportunity when they block the kick, you hold them on the first possession to a field goal, and you get no points out of it.
Robert Broda back into the game, and a good kick his first time, but Michael Hampton is your deep back. Michael Dolby as well has been back there as well, but Hampton will be back there for this reception to punt. Single safety formation. That is more on a line kick, and it's going to bounce once. Look at where it's picked up. About the 44-yard line, and it's Dolby making a run. Gets inside V-State territory before he's knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Going to take a break. We're at the 30th Gold Bowl from Hovey Field. Virginia Union has notched 3 on the board. They have the ball and the lead when we come back.
Next Saturday, it's Hockey Night in Washington, a special night of coverage. It all starts with Sports Night, then the Caps and Oilers in HD. And after the game, it's Capitals Post Game Live. Next Saturday is Hockey Night in Washington. Coverage starts at 8, only on Comcast Sportsnet.
We're RSM McGladrey, the accounting, tax, and business consulting firm designed for organizations on the move. We listen to your needs and design solutions that fit your budget, timeline, and corporate culture. That's RSM McGladrey.
Now you can get to where you want to be in the Cadillac model you want to be in. Right now, during the Cadillac Navigation event, if you buy or lease a specially equipped Cadillac, we'll throw in a navigation system to go along for the ride.
Visit your local Cadillac dealer.
Sports Night on Comcast Sportsnet.
The one show devoted to your team. From the game to the locker room.
Every season, every team.
Live reports, breaking news, inside access to the players and personalities making headlines. More than just the score.
Total sports coverage.
This is your show every night, 6:30, 10, and 1 a.m. Sports Night, the heart of local sports.
Only on Comcast Sportsnet.
I can assure you, Stan will be around those folks later on.
Oh yeah, it messes up
game.
It messes up my expense report when I go to this game because I have to. I eat. Well, I ate once already. I don't eat again.
And your diet.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, we can look and see we're not on a diet.
All right, so we're back to football now. 2nd down and 9. Virginia Union from the Virginia State 34. Flag is down, and I believe B-State's going to be hit for an offside. Little just runs it straight up the field. He's got a first down, but we'll see what they decipher on the field. Nice run again by Little Boy. He's something to watch taking off.
And now the emotional level. Which side does it go to? Does it go to Virginia Union now? They sense, okay, another Virginia State player goes down. And where's Virginia State's mind? Or does this say Virginia State's resolve come back up again and say, okay, now we got to even play harder? It's very interesting, sadly, when a young man goes down, how do both teams respond to that?
James Ford making the stop for V-State. Let's see the call.
Offside on the defense, number 90. That penalty's declined. The play results in a first down.
And that's what you do if you've got a quarterback who can scamper for a first down. You don't worry about the 5 yards.
You're trying to get an advantage from the outside if you're Virginia State, and the advantage doesn't watch the ball. There's no excuse to be offside right there. You got to watch the ball snap, anticipate. If you anticipate the count, they change the snap count. Little's doing a great job of managing this game, even though they don't have the points.
Faked a little screen to the left, and it'll go back inside to Steve Miller with a screen in the middle into the tight end spot. He's going to go all the way in for a touchdown. What a great job by Steve Miller using his blockers to get in for the touchdown.
And we just said he does a great job of managing the game. Feels pressure. There's the inside screen. It just kind of hides Steve Miller, number 84, 6 feet, about 185 pounds. Keep him inside, toss it over, and you know what the rest is.
His 7th reception on the year leads to the Land of Milk and Honey, and he's wearing number 84 today. He had a little trouble with his number 7 jersey in the last game. Touchdown on that, and then now in to try the PAT to take a 10-0 lead is Hugo Flores-Diaz. And he's perfect. 4:17 remains in the first quarter. Virginia Union now with a 10-0 advantage over Virginia State. 29-yard reception there by Miller. Here it is again, Stan.
Chip's not a lot to it. They just let everybody fake to the left, influence there, and you can see him just kind of hiding behind those big offensive linemen. Tosses that ball there, and he just does the rest. Great ability, gets hit at the goal line, finds his way in the end zone. Again, the offensive line does a great job of selling the screen. You see protection all the way down the field. Fochman, Johnson leading the way. Bam, boom, touchdown. It's not that hard.
Johnson weighs 390. I'd be following 71.
Oh, yeah, look, he's looking for somebody. Looking for somebody to hit. Just looking for somebody to hit and just weave your way in. Steve Miller had his jersey ripped up last week, number 7. So it don't matter if I'm 7 or 84. A touchdown is a touchdown.
Well, that was such a well set up play. Miller, you're right. He doesn't care what jersey he's got on today. And Flores-Diaz set to kick off. Back deep. Number 20, Devon Wiggins. Number 16, Dante Edwards. It will go into the end zone. And Wiggins thought about it before he said, no, I'm going to sit down. Take a look at the total yards here in the first quarter with 4:04 remaining. And boy, this is going to be really lopsided right here. 152 to 3.
No, this is very indicative of how this ball game is going. Even though it's a 10-0 game, you get the feeling it's 21 or even 24 to nothing Virginia Union, because they have totally dominated this football game offensively as well as defensively and special teams, because they've had short fields the entire ball game.
You mentioned this in the open. You can't have your defense on the field all day long if you're Virginia State. In the whole first quarter, run 6 plays V-State has on offense.
It's too many things to watch for. Fatigue gets there. This is too much. You can't do it, especially in a young team like this.
Valentine had a big game last week against St. Paul's, and that's the best offensive play of the day thus far. As he just ran off the right side, and he picked up about 7 on the play, and that's a nice gain on first down.
And it's a nice call as you look at Valentine coming out there. I mean, Davion Richards, I'm sorry, he's been dinged up a little bit, but it's a good call because you slow his game down a little bit, run the ball, try to establish Valentine a little bit, see if he can get something going. 38 carries, as we said, 169 yards, the leading rusher of the team, and he just really started carrying the ball 2-3 games ago.
Like I said, he was a tight end to start the season. Now he's your tailback. That shows you how this people have been so many injuries. They'll go straight ahead to the big fullback and get a first down, and that's a nice gain. You know what? That looks good when you just go straight ahead. That's number 23, Curtis Johnson from Charlottesville, a junior, going straight ahead.
Johnson had a good game last Saturday in their first win against St. Paul College. 8 for 22 yards and a touchdown. Just a nice little dive play, little counter dive. Gets him inside, and a good job on the offensive line. Amos, Willie May, Q King comes in there, does a nice job. King goes about 273. This offensive line can do some work. They're very good. They're very experienced, but they've been playing uphill most of the season.
Straight ahead again. Valentine making a nice move. He found a little opening on the outside, and he may have a first down again as he's across the 46 to about the 47-yard line, and that's a good-looking run there by Valentine.
Well, Valentine goes about 5'9", 5'10", about 195 pounds. And again, he was recruited as a back. They moved him to tight end because he's got good footwork and good hands. But because of all the guys that have been injured, they say move him back into the backfield, and he's done certainly a credible job. And you saw a little quickness right there, his ability to hit the hole and then try to dig for another yard.
Boy, is that a great step by Coach Sharp. Look at that. There he goes again, Valentine, and he's busting right into the secondary and forcing the secondary to make a stop. And when you can do that, that's good. Niles Rainey had to make the tackle, but once again, positive yardage for Virginia State.
And I think you see offensive coordinator Jason McDonald of Virginia State saying, okay, fine. We tried a couple of quick hitters, and what that did was shorten the game offensively for us. Let's try to run the ball, move the clock a little bit, and establish our own tempo of the game. 10-0, you can come back to that, and it keeps the defense for Virginia State off the field for a bit. 7
yards on first down is what you love to see. We got a flag from our line judge, Anthony Stroman. See what his call is.
False start on the offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Aaron Bryant hit with that, and that's just shooting yourself in the foot right there. As you just moved into Union territory, now you're back on your side of the 50 again. You go from a second down and 3 to a second down and 8. Less than a minute and a half remains in the first quarter. Straight drop back. That pass is complete, and that will be a first down. Nice pitch, nice reception that time. Virginia State moving to change once again. The pass is complete to number 87, and that is Jared Hasty making a nice reception from the Blizzard pass.
Quick drop, the right pass inside there. They got him inside between those backers. He's a good possession receiver. Nice catch, nice pass.
Valentine going straight ahead, breaking a couple of tackles. And he's near another first down. Depends on where they mark him. He may be just outside the 25. We'll bring up a second down and short. All of our replays today brought to you by Ford as we're under a minute to go in the first quarter.
Hasty, Richards, Valentine's only a junior. Hasty, Richards, Blizzard, sophomore. It's a very young team. If you get through this football season, you get some of these guys that are injured, get them well, you got to think you're on the upside from Virginia State.
Valentine going straight ahead, and he should have the first down. A host of burgundy jerseys jerseys bring him down. We'll see where they spot the ball, but it looks like it will be a first down. That's Reginald Smalls wearing number 96, one of the big defensive linemen for Virginia Union on the stop. That guy right there, much happier with what he's seen the last few minutes.
With the timing rules now in effect, you get the ball in play a little quicker. Yeah, if I'm Virginia State, I don't even know if I run another play with 24 seconds once they get the spot on this, just to say, hey, let's settle down. We've got a good thing going. Use this quarter break as a timeout. You don't want to face yourself in a third and long situation and then force that play.
Well, they're going to bring the chains out, and if anything, they didn't get a great spot.
No,
they forward possession, didn't get a great spot, so this could be just shy of a first down. And then you probably would let it run out, because then you could make a decision what to call. And it is going to be shy of a first down. Not by much, but you could let the clock expire here, like you said, Stan, and then it starts the second quarter with the third down decision.
How anemic is this Virginia State offense? They've only scored 11 offensive touchdowns this season. They've only scored 12 all year. They've had 2 rushing touchdowns the entire year. One of them was last Saturday in the win against St. Paul's Cops. So any ground game that they can get, any positive yards, that's going to be good for the psyche of this B-State team.
They're going to take it to the line. Let's see, they may go ahead and try to get the quarterback sneak and get a first down. Blizzard tried to run it. I'm not sure where he is.
Depends on the spot. I think
it really
he's got
does. If the spot for the line judge on the opposite side is where they're going to mark the football, he should have a first down.
Bad spot the first time and a good spot this time.
I'll tell you what, it said left foot, right foot.
Exactly,
You want to start that
exactly.
again?
And the left foot might win this one by a little bit.
Stan and I laugh about this, but the line judges, if you're on this side, the near side, and you get the left foot, there's a big difference between the left foot and the right foot spot. Let's see where the chain stretches out. He's got it by a stripe of the foot.
I'm trying to tell you, the left foot means go.
Thank goodness for the left foot spot if you're a B-State fan. Oh, man. Woo.
And my question, do you continue to run the football? I say yes, you do. You stretch the field with alignment. Or do you want to try to go test this end zone, throw the ball deep? I don't want to mistake whatever I do for Virginia State.
Having a little luck there running it straight ahead.
Yeah, I think you continue to run the ball. Let's see.
May not get a snag. They snapped it off. Valentine going straight ahead. I believe that's a good call there as he gets near the 15-yard line. They'll have a second down and short when we start the second quarter. A field goal and a touchdown for Virginia Union. 30th Gold Bowl. They have a lead of 10-0. Great local action here. We're going to come back quarter number 2 when we return. Stay with us.
Return November 1st.
In the uncompromising world of professional grade, there's new reason to celebrate. It's GMC Truck Month, when you can pile on extra bonus cash. Plus, get the confidence of the GM 100,000-mile warranty on 2007 models. But hurry, game ends October 31st.
Use Truck Month bonus cash to get an 07 Sierra Classic 1500 Crew SL for just $23,225 after all offers. See the pros at your local GMC dealers.
Listen. Right now, fall weeds are sucking the life out of your lawn, stealing nutrients, starving it. Time for Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard with +2 weed control. It kills fall weeds, stops them from becoming even bigger, badder weeds next spring. And it deep feeds for your thickest, healthiest spring lawn ever. Scott's Winter Guard with +2 weed control. Stops fall weeds now for a great spring lawn.
We begin quarter number 2 of the 30th Gold Bowl with Virginia Union leading Virginia State 10-0 as we start the second 15 minutes. But V-State has the football and in great field position at the 16-yard line. You're looking at Lamar Blizzard, the quarterback for Virginia State. I formation. They fake it this time. Man wide open. Touchdown. That's Jerome Choice from his tight end spot. And V-State has put it on the board.
Great call coming out of the quarter break. Everybody kind of relaxed. You set the run up for the pass, the play fake inside. Blizzard, who makes good decisions with the football. Watch this. There's a little play fake right there. That freezes linebackers. The toss, Choice wide open. Anybody could have caught that and run that in for the touchdown. And Virginia State's back on. Nice job of play fake. There's the pass right there, right over the middle. DBs are back. He goes inside. Choice, his 15th reception of the season and his 4th touchdown. Nice play for Virginia State.
Like that percentage, don't you, Stan?
I certainly do.
Justin Buxton in for the extra point. Right down the middle. And all of a sudden, we got a football game. 10-7 Virginia Union, but V-State has struck back to put 7 on the board. There's a man that threw the touchdown pass right there. We'll take a break, and then we're coming back. Hubby Field, the 30th Gold Bowl, V-State coming back.
Are you ready to rock? Introducing Monday Night Live's Battle of the Bands. Send in a VHS, DVD, or email us a clip of your band, and you could be performing live on Monday Night Live. Check out ComcastSportsNet.com and watch Monday Night Live for more details.
Can I move it a little?
Well, I don't see any referees out here. Do you? What do you think?
Probably not.
Bobby Jones would be proud of you.
Who's Bobby Jones?
Oh, just a guy you remind me of.
For 20 years, Select Auto Imports has been the choice for discriminating car buyers. Why? Quality, selection, value. Select from over 150 premium European autos, all flawless, inspected and certified, with interest rates as low as 1.9%. So, be selective. Select quality, select value. Select Auto Imports in Alexandria.
What a great year, but the work is far from over. It's always football season around here, and while the players aren't on the field, we're still out in the field, following every off-season move. This is what we do, the heart of local sports. I'm Kelly Johnson.
They block out the sun and the moon. Little. Herbie Jones, look at the turn. Look at Herbie pull along. Edwards pushes him out of bounds.
Dante Edwards is one of the better tacklers on this team and a very solid defensive back. There's nothing he can do. Little gets the ball out of his hands so quick. Jones does a great job with the route. 3-step, bam, turn, get your shoulder square. Watch him look upfield. Boom. And then he drags you for another 5, 6, 7 yards. Just a great pass-catch combination. Herbie Jones along with Lamar Blizzard.
Senior from Virginia Beach, 6'2", 199. He's got a good frame on him. Good looking offense right there. First and 10 from the 23-yard line of V-State. That goes straight ahead to Elihu Smith. Not a lot of room there. Good tackle from the side by Terry Simmons, who's coming in as the linebacker, and he's a freshman as well. Just another freshman coming in there. Pick up of a couple on the play. It'll be second down. We'll call it 8 yards to go. Forward replay.
Nothing fancy. You just a little trap inside, and you get behind those big offensive linemen. And you see Aaron Evans there, sophomore offensive lineman. Kenneth Moses, 79. They just do a good job of getting holes, and because Smith hits those holes so quickly, you know, he's 4 yards down the field before you even get a hand.
Little going to Herbie Jones, a little behind him. He slipped trying to bring it in, but the pass falls incomplete. But once again, Little throwing the ball where if it couldn't be caught by Jones, it wasn't going to be caught by anybody.
So what happens if you're Virginia State? You don't put as much pressure on because your DBs or your linebackers now want to start to drop in coverage. That gives you a problem because now he can see the field. If you're not putting pressure on him, Little takes off down the field to pick up yards.
You know, the other thing about Union with the 4 wideouts, most of these guys are good size too. I mean, you're talking about 5, 6 guys. They're 6'2", 6'3", 6'1". I mean, it's not like throwing to small targets.
This is a team there that's 29 out of 87, 33% third down conversion, and you got 5 wide receivers.
3rd and 8, big third down. Little looking somewhere. Going on this side, and he's got a man, and the pass is complete, and that's Steve Miller, who's already got a touchdown to give him him a great reception as he kept his feet in bounds. First down inside the 5.
What we just say, if you drop people in the coverage, it gives him a lot of time to dissect it. And this is coming right at you, right into your living room. Not much pressure, uses the left hand, and watch the concentration and the footwork right there by Miller. Catches the ball, toes the line. First down, VUU.
Great camera work on our forward replay. And you know what? After he made the reception, he had one of the rah-rahs right there to cheer him on. That's good stuff.
They were already down there. They're anticipating doing that.
That's right. They will mark it inside the 5 at about the 4, close to the 3-yard line. And boy, this is going to go on straight ahead. Elliott Smith thought he had something. That door shut down in a quick hurry. 42 Aaron Knight was right there.
Now, if you learned anything for Virginia Union offense, they've been knocking on the door 2 other times and didn't score. And on first down, they ran the ball inside, and Virginia State answered the call with a nice tackle. Do you stretch the field a little bit? They like this bunch formation where they'll put 2 or 3 wide receivers right in a bunch and literally try to rub somebody off. And you see it right now. If you try to do this, but keep in mind, the whole open field, the right side of the field is open for Lamar Little and people.
Bootleg,
you got man coverage, you got Smith in. There's a lot of things you got to watch for.
Look at there. Good job by New State staying at home. And look at Little. My goodness, as he gets into the end zone. What a play. We call bootleg, didn't we? Didn't we call bootleg? My goodness. Little putting on a great display of just unbelievable moves. Forward replay.
Speed. There's a play fake. A little bit ugly inside. You read that. You do a good job of turning him inside. There's no containment. One guy misses him. You get your hands on him. Hailstock. Too late. That guy is tough.
12 plays, 80 yards, 3:57 off the clock. Little's a magician. Hugo Flores-Diaz in to kick the extra point before he can. Flags, whistles, everything in the world.
False start on the kicking team, number 77. 5-yard penalty and retry the play.
Well, the good news about that is that's Leleau, who had just come out a few moments ago, back in the game. The bad news is that he was called for the movement. Good look at Lamar Little. Adds another touchdown. There's the rah-rahs. Virginia Union. Much more like a field goal now. Be 25 yards. And it was tipped from the line of scrimmage and still went through. Rather be lucky than good.
And Chip, that is the season for Virginia State.
Take a break. Union answers back. They've got a 17-7 lead here at the Gold Bowl.
Jaguar, Land Rover, together at last to celebrate one very special event. Jim Coleman Jaguar and Land Rover announce we are now open. But one more thing. Because it's what you wanted, our exclusive Auto for Life, a worry-free experience designed with you in mind, and it's worth its weight in gold. Previously owned Jaguars and Land Rovers are available in great abundance. Nobody beats a Jim Coleman deal, and now Auto for Life for you.
Paula Sela is a real Geico customer, not an actor. So to help tell her story, we hired that announcer guy from the movies.
When the storm hit, both our cars were totally underwater.
In a world where both of our cars were totally underwater.
We thought it would take forever to get some help.
But a new wind was about to blow.
With Geico, we had our check in 2 days.
Payback. This time, it's for real.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
10-play, 57-yard drive there by Virginia. They've had a couple of long drives today. And so Hugo Flores-Diaz will be kicking off. And back deep for Virginia State will be number 16, Dante Edwards, and number 20, Devon Wiggins. And Those guys got to think they got to make something happen right now. Virginia State's got to get something else back on the board. VUU with a 13-point lead. Well, that's a high kick, too. Coming down to the 12-yard line, and it's 16 Edwards. Edwards got a little seam on the outside. He's across the 40, still moving the pile forward near the midfield mark to the 48-yard line, and that's outstanding field position.
The first time that you had a sustained drive for Virginia State, you ran the football very successfully. You get a touchdown, short pass a couple times, you get that. Now you're behind by a touchdown or more. Do you try to throw the football a little bit? I really do. I tell you what, I think you got to try the short passing game. You don't want to throw the ball deep, incomplete interception, give Union an opportunity, but you got to keep running it. But you got to make Union be honest right now. And that's the reason I think he throws some, but not deep unless you've got yardage field position.
You're only down 13.
Yeah.
There you go, right there. Yeah. Valentine picks up a nice gain.
And this works for them. This is work, but pretty soon
you got to do something.
You think that they're going to put 7, 8 guys in the box, and then do you have the pass game? You have the short pass game. You've got receivers, such as Troyes that can make plays. Will they do that? That's the question.
Niles Rainey making the stop on Valentine. 3:26 clock moving, so you need points before the break to try to trim the lead that Virginia Union has. Valentine again, down a hole again. Look at this move. Cuts it back against the grain. If he can beat a man, he gets into the end zone. Great run all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
You don't have to think about throwing the football when you get your offensive line to buy into it and execute. Great job again by the offensive line of V-State. And then watch the cutback run this time. Get to the left side, sees it, explodes to the right, and then cuts it. It's just a matter of a footwork thing, and Virginia Union is able to bring him down. But again, Valentine has been the offensive weapon. As you see him accelerate, turn, protects the football, gets the hit. First down, V-State.
26 yards on the carry to the 11-yard line. I formation again. If it works, use it. In motion, Valentine. Run a little cross play, and look at here. The big fullback, Justin Cummings, pulls his way in. Has he got the touchdown? Do they give it to him, or is he just shy? They're going to say he's just shy of the end zone. Justin said, hey, wait a minute, give me the zone.
Only the second time now, third time that Cummings has even carried the football this season. And keep in mind, going into this football game, they had 2 rushing touchdowns, okay? 2 rushing touchdowns. They may get the third one today here in a minute.
Well, Justin said he wants it more now. He said, wait a minute.
Big fella, you got your carry now.
5'9", 220-pound junior.
That little cross buck or counter play has been very successful for both teams running the ball today.
And in motion, Valentine hitting the backfield and manages to keep his feet, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Travis Valentine from a yard out scores, and Shazam, we've got a game again. That was an impressive drive. Valentine with a long run gets the touchdown run, and the extra point will be attempted by Justin Buxton, and all of a sudden we could have a 6-point game, Stan.
Got to fight back. You'd love the resolve of Virginia State. They're fighting back. Nice play call again by their offensive coordinator, J.C. McDonald. Done a good job with this. Nice drive. Get the field goal, make it close.
Camera angle you see right through the pipes. 20-14. Forward replay.
Good job. There's a lead block. You see Cummings gives it, and then the power. The second effort. We've seen 2 different things out of Valentine. We saw his ability to cut and accelerate. Now watch the power there. He gets hit 3 yards behind the goal line and just drags and powers his way into the end zone. Nice drive for Virginia State and a nice touchdown by that guy, Travis Valentine.
Reginald Smalls thought he had him in the backfield, and Travis said, not today. I want 6.
Valentine's been that hot running back. Cummings gets a run, but Valentine last week in that first win, they decided we're going to run this football a lot against St. Paul's. Was 26 carries for 125 yards. Didn't get in the end zone. Finally is able to get in the happy zone, and certainly it could have come at a better time for Virginia State.
That was a very solid drive, and 126 yards rushing last week. Very solid by Valentine. one time. I mean, that's solid.
And you thought, though, that when I was you just got the feeling that, okay, they're going to make the adjustment, Virginia Union, because they're going to run the football. But, again, State did a great job in balance and spreading formation, making it able for him to cut back against the grain. And it was just a very good drive for them.
Now, 2:18 remaining. You can just about bet your bottom dollar with 2 timeouts to go. When Virginia Union gets the football, you're going to see a lot of dink and dunk heading up the field.
Timeouts remaining, good field position. Again, you've got dangerous guys on their kick return team, you know, and Dolby and Hampton, those guys deep, and so there's always a threat. If they get this ball in reasonable field position, plus 30, plus 35, yeah, they've got plenty of time.
We said you could throw the records out. 5-2 for Union, 1-6 for State. State not playing like a 1-16. There's the kick. It's going to come down to Michael Hampton. 1 foot in the end zone. Straight up the middle. Had an opening and then closed, but he's going to be up near the 30-yard line, so it'll be good field position for Virginia Union. As we mentioned, absolutely perfect weather today. About 58 to 60 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, folks.
Hampton, a sprinter. Dolby, a sprinter. Dolby makes a nice little block there. Hampton almost had the crease there. Virginia State's able to make the close right there. James Ford, among others, making the tackle. V-State's defense rises to the challenge. Hold them off for 2 minutes. And for Virginia Union, I think you take some shots. You got to take some shots.
Under 2 minutes to go. Clock moving. This is that new change in college football this year where under 2 minutes it keeps moving right along. It doesn't wait till you snap it. It starts going. Going deep. Herbie Jones. He made the catch, but he's out of bounds. I tell you what, he loves to play Gold Bowl Day when the tube's on, doesn't he?
I tell you what, the concentration. It was a 2-man route. You've got Jones on one side, Taylor on the other. They just try to see what they can get out of this. Stretch that D. And again, Herbie Jones almost comes up with the catch. He runs out of real estate to right. Watch Jones. One hand, great concentration. Couldn't quite get that foot in bounds.
Herbie Jones, my goodness. Yeah, I think he got the breath knocked out of him because I think he landed on top of the ball. He had it there for a second before it popped out, but I have a feeling Herbie will be back in the game. 2nd down 10. Little looking under some heavy pressure, trying to run for his life now. Look at him make the turns a corner and got a flag down late as he ran out of bounds. See what the line judge called over here. Call a holding call. Blocking below the waist there. Go against Virginia Union.
Illegal block in the back by the offense, number 45. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Still 2nd down.
He's going to hit Marquise Davis with one. Marquise finally found somebody to block. He just blocked him in the back.
The wrong time.
That's right. Marquise has run through the hole 3 or 4 times looking for somebody to hit. He did. They were looking for him, I guess. So they'll back him up 10 yards from the infraction. It'll make it 2nd down, and it backs the ball up to the 22-yard line. They got to get to the 40, so it'll make it 2nd down and 18.
Can't go to sleep if you're Virginia State.
Especially right now, they got that bunch situation here on the near side and also a man outside of that. So you got 5 wide this time. They set up a little screen, but Little does not throw it. There's a flag down and a sack is made as 42 Aaron Knight sacks Little. And
this stands up, and I think it will. This will be Knight's 7th sack of the season, 17 tackles for loss, and just relentless player. He makes a good play. They held him. He breaks the hole.
In the back by the offense, number 66. That penalty's declined. 3rd down.
Decline that illegal block in the back. Here's our Ford replay. Maybe you can see it.
Keep your eye on 42 Knight. Comes there and there. There's a push in the back right there, and he actually pushes him right into the quarterback, Lamar Little. But Knight's a senior, you know, last few ball games, or, you know, redshirt junior, and he comes out there and he's got a lot of passion and intensity.
Virginia State takes that 2nd time out. They've got 1 remaining or 1:16 to go, and it's a good call on 3rd down. You can stop the clock again and try to get the ball
Make a
back.
punt, try to get it back, exactly.
Because it's 3rd and long, and I do mean long, so Andrew Faison's team thinking, now wait a minute here. We can get some more points on the board here before this shuts down for the first half.
Got to stop them right now.
big play. The ball is back to the 16-yard line. They lost 6 on that play, so that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 24 yards to go for Virginia Union. It's just great to be here with you today. Our crew doing an outstanding job. Howard Miller leading the troops.
But they always do.
They really do.
And we shouldn't be surprised by this, that they'd raise their level. It's Gold Bowl day, but they're always at a high level, the truck and our camera people.
Great view right there from our end zone camera. Look at the press box and the home side of historic Hovey Field, one of the great places in college football to see a game. It is absolutely gorgeous this time of the year in Virginia. Leaves are turning. Man, this is good stuff.
This is good. This is a good time. This is a good time there. And then next week we go down to Fayetteville State. We haven't been down there for a football game ever, and see Kenny Phillips' crowd, the Bucking Broncos, not having the season they wanted, but it's homecoming, so it doesn't matter. Homecoming, Fayetteville State in St. Albans.
So we'll see more Queens next week. Some more food, I think. We'll get to eat again down there. All right, 3rd and long. Little drop it back. Lincoln under a lot of pressure. He's going to be hauled down. Big Darius Robinson pulls him down. Expect another timeout in a hurry for Virginia State. That's exactly what they do.
Darius Robinson, and you see Knight coming in there with some pressure, refused to be blocked that time. It was very, very simple. He got rid of the initial rush, makes the play, keeps his motor running. That's one of the things that Andrew Faison said he really likes about him. He keeps a lot of double teams, but he keeps playing. That's his 4th sack of the season.
So that'll mean Virginia Union will be coming in to kick the football. You see the time remaining 1:03. V-State should get it in excellent field position and still have time to try to get points on the board.
And to me, this is return. You put some pressure on just enough to make sure he kicks the football, but you don't make a mental mistake.
Coming up with our Bud Light halftime report, we'll have the Ford Roadies, who we love to have on with us. Special guest interviews, highlights, and stats. Don't go anywhere for our Bud Light halftime report coming up here in just a minute of playing time left here in the half. Chad Talley will be coming in to kick for Virginia Union, and we'll mention this right off the bat. Left-footed kicker, that always makes the ball spin that weird rotation.
Yeah, it goes the other way.
Yeah, it does.
Clockwise.
That's right.
So the other way.
Devon Wiggins needs to look backwards for this one to come at him. It'll be spinning sideways.
The one thing he's got to make certain he does is catch the football or positive yards. You don't let this ball roll over and bounce in the air.
State came after it. They're going to get a penalty. Exactly. So Wiggins is going to haul it home and look for a hole to hide if he can. It's a nice run to get back into territory, but it's going to be a roughing the kicker call against Virginia State. They brought everybody.
Is this running into, or is this roughing? Run into is a 5-yard roughing to 15 in the 1st down.
That's the laundry you don't want to see.
And it's just a mental mistake that you cannot have if you're Virginia State. I don't care if it's roughing, running, or touching. You don't want to do that. You give up great field
roughing
position.
The kicker on the defense, number 36. On the receiving team, we had face mask. On the offense, number 78. Those penalties all set, and we'll re-kick.
Well,
wow.
That was the 2nd flag we did not see.
And that was probably the biggest break of the afternoon so far for Virginia State.
The gift. Oh, man. So they'll re-kick it. Carl Taylor was hit with the roughing the kicker, but Carl can breathe a sigh of relief. We're going to go back on our Ford replay. We think you can see both of it. Here you go.
You just can't do this. You can't, put pressure, boom. And see, he gets him in the front. He almost puts his face up there, and then watch the face mask at the end of the play.
Yeah, actually, I think it was Jordan Davis that actually hit the kicker, even though they had the different number in there. I think it was actually Jordan Davis who will kick it again. Ron Wiggins get another shot. That kick not as good as far as it went off the side of the foot, but the results are going to be much better because it comes dead at the 46-yard line of Virginia State. That's about a 12-yard difference from where they had it before.
And Wiggins got a big break, Chip, because we said as they were kicking, don't let the ball roll behind you. That ball lands on about the 47, 48-yard line in V-State territory, in Union territory, I should say, and it rolls only about 5 yards in the Union territory. So they got a break that time.
The other thing that really helped out Union is having to kick it again. The clock ran more time, so they lost about 15 seconds.
That was a very costly penalty for Virginia State.
So State will try it as the clock starts to expire across the middle. That may be interference, and it is. Yeah, they were trying to go to number 84, Davian Richards, and he was just mauled from Jonathan Johnson. I think Jonathan made the smart play, because if he would have caught it, he'd have been off to the races. We'll wait on Rodney Burnett, our referee, to make the call. Rodney, you can turn and face
you
us.
need about another 25 yards for Virginia State.
Pass interference on the defense, number 22. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
Buxton, Jason Buxton, State's kicker, 2 out of 4, and his longest of the season is only 33 yards, and that was last week. They actually went 4 games, 16 quarters, before they even attempted a field goal early in the season. So
Timeout,
the
Virginia
kicking
Union.
game.
Second charge timeout of the first half.
The kicking game hasn't necessarily been a strength for Virginia State this season, so I'm thinking you've got to get this ball somewhere inside the 20, 25-yard lines, the 20 to be very comfortable, I think, for Buxton to be able to nail it before the half.
Virginia Union takes a timeout with the ball at the 39-yard line. That's an interesting timeout. Obviously, Coach Jones decided they needed to reset a defense, because you've only got 29 ticks remaining.
Nothing over your head. Nothing deep. Keep people in front of you. Keep them in the field of play. No mistakes. No roughing the quarterback. No roughing the receiver out of bounds. No pass interference. Keep everybody in front. Bat a ball down. Let's go to the half with a halftime lead.
Another thing you say, if you don't use those timeouts, you lose them, so you may as well use them, and that's a pretty good place to use it. Now you got to reset with 29 seconds to go. It's a first down situation. Reset your defense. See what Virginia State can come up with, because the clock will continue to move.
Once this ball is ready for play,
it goes.
See, they will start the clock.
Blizzard looking. Pass is complete and dropped, but they're going to call out an interception, incomplete pass. Oh, mercy. They may have gotten away with one there. Went on the outside to Carlos Spencer, and Spencer was just popped as soon as he brought it in.
Well, Carlos Spencer never had a chance. Jonathan Johnson levels him. He never gets the ball in possession and the feet down to make a play that's conducive to football. So that's a good call. Watch this. The ball comes. He never gets possession of the football. Bam. Good hit. And it actually turns out as a break, I think, for Virginia State.
Exactly.
Because if he catches that ball, I don't know if they can get up, line up, and get another play off.
So 21 seconds to go. They lost 8 seconds on that play. They may go a little deeper this time. Blizzard's going to drop back, looking somewhere. Somewhere is going to heave it toward the end zone, and that's going to be almost intercepted. Probably should have been brought down by Niles Rainey, but he doesn't bring it in.
But Niles Rainey plays this very smart. He, along with Devon Wiggins, they double covering the outside receiver, comes back in. You've got to throw that ball very long and very accurate to make the completion. And what we say a moment ago, keep everything in front of you, nobody back. Double coverage, you've got to help there on the inside as well as the outside.
Trying to go to Carlos Spencer there. And Carlos never had a chance to get that. So now you're down to 12 ticks. Now if you got something in the playbook to pull out, now's when you pull it out. You don't wait now. You got to have it. May have 2 more shots at the end zone. If you get a pass completion, you got to get out of bounds.
Got to get the first down, exactly. Anything less than that will not give Virginia State another play.
Across the middle, and that one is too high, and it falls incomplete. So now that'll bring up a 4th down. He was trying to go across the middle, 89, Elmo Johnson.
And that little crossing around, that little slant to the inside has been open a couple of times for Virginia State today. When given time, Blizzard can put that. This time just overthrows his receiver.
Now, you may as well go ahead and go for this on 4th down, because you've only got 7 seconds remaining, so it really doesn't make any difference for the time situation. And we'll see what Virginia State decides to do with it. Is they're going to bring in a few other changes in the wide-out spots, and Davian Richards, who's on this side, is actually going to go to the other side of the field. And we got a time. Do we have a time called out? I think Virginia Union is going to take a timeout.
Timeout, Virginia Union. It's a final timeout of the first half.
4th down, 7 seconds ago. Get no mistakes. No mistakes. Penalty on defense cannot end the half. So you don't want to get a long play, boom, penalty, and then you get another chance to score.
Thomas Boyd checked into the game, a 5'11", 190-pound freshman. And at one point, it looked like he can play quarterback as well as other positions. He might have been the one who's going to trigger something here.
Shea Boyd has been, that's a name we really haven't talked a lot about. As you said, he started off this season as a quarterback. In fact, was I think the offensive MVP of the Norfolk State, Virginia State Labor Day Classic at the beginning of the season. And they've moved him around. He's been nicked up a little bit himself. And so he poses that athletic threat. He can run it. He can catch it. He can kick it. He can throw it. He can do a lot of things with it. So this might be one of those times where they try to get him to the outside and throw back or reverse it or any number of things could be in the playbook there.
And you will probably see a prevent-type defense out of Virginia. I don't know if they're going to straight prevent, but you'll see a lot of defensive backs on the field right now. In fact, not a linebacker on the field. They're just 4 down linemen. That's one of the few times you see the woo-woos not moving, too.
And you quiet and be quiet, too, huh?
Exactly.
But you got to focus right now. See, they're going to do focus. They're going to rush 3.
Yep, and they got maybe 4 wide on this side. We mentioned Boyd. Boyd is in, and he just kind of dumps it.
That's going to be grounding.
Grounding call, but 2 seconds remain on the clock. Because there wasn't, I don't see anybody who's a receiver who doesn't have a 60s or 70s
Well, he
lineman
didn't
number.
get outside the tackle box, and the ball didn't cross the line of scrimmage.
Number 5, that's a loss of down. The first down for the defense.
That was a very easy call for the officials there. The ball's got to cross both the line of scrimmage, and you've got to get outside the tackle box. Neither one of those occurred on that play. He just kind of got rid of it. And it was great coverage because, as you said, they used the nickel and dime package, had 6 DBs in there, and it was really no place to throw the ball. They only rushed 4 guys.
And the clock's going to expire. Union didn't even get on the line of scrimmage. The clock's going to expire in the first half. Remember, they changed possessions now, buddy. That's it. So we got a break. Virginia Union has the lead. It's 20-14. Our halftime activities will continue. This is the 30th Gold Bowl Classic. Stay with us.
You should be cruising to BMW of Sterling.
After a tough day of practice, there's something I always look forward to. The comfort and performance of my BMW from BMW of Sterling. Whether it's a new 07 3 Series, cool Z4 Coupe, or affordable X3 SAV, BMW of Sterling has the luxury and performance you're looking for.
All BMWs have below market financing and lease rates. Even BMW of Sterling's great selection of convertibles. Get yours today. BMW of Sterling, just off Route 28.
That's Darrell Green Boulevard.
Listen. Right now, fall weeds are sucking the life out of your lawn, stealing nutrients, starving it. Time for Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard with +2 weed control. It kills fall weeds, stops them from becoming even bigger, badder weeds next spring. And it deep feeds for your thickest, healthiest spring lawn ever. Scott's Winter Guard with +2 weed control. Stops fall weeds now for a great spring lawn.
4th and 2. Virginia Union with the football. The Rah-Rahs trying to cheer them on to a first down. They will go 5 wide with Lamar Little back in shotgun. 4th down, 2. Little dropping. Looks like they're setting up a screen, and they do so into the middle. I don't know if he's got the first down or not. Went to David Spellman. It'll depend on the mark.
That's similar to the play they ran for Spellman early in the ball game for the touchdown. And this time, I'm kind of like you, Chip. I'm not certain this one.
Maybe a left or right foot mark again. Ball got a little high.
Got a little high,
get it
off his back foot, and a good job of defending that by Virginia State.
Terry Simmons, one of the guys making the Hall home tackle right there, along with Darius Robinson, who we talked about quite a few times. He got a pretty good spot. He had to get somewhere at the 18. The ball is there, but I'm just not sure if it's far enough on 4th down or not. Boy, that would be huge for Virginia State. They're pulling it. Oh, my. How close is that? First down. That's not even a stripe of the ball.
When you get it that close, you don't know.
No.
You really don't know. A pass in the middle of the field, and you've got to make a spot. So
wow. It is a game of inches, or in this case, a game of centimeters. Millimeters. It's first down regardless. You got one side happy and one side not. 18-yard line. Clock continues to move here in the 3rd quarter. Union by 6 with the football, trying to add to the lead. Elihu Smith started out in a slide and he moved back to his tailback spot. Long setback. They're going to hand it to him. Cuts back. He's got one man to beat him. Look at the move. My goodness, what a move. Devon Wiggins had to take the angle and take it down, or he's in the end zone. My goodness. That's what you call freezing somebody.
You freeze him and shake and bake, is putting the move on it, pick your jock up, you give it whatever. Watch this. Pounces again to the inside, then watches the move. Which way did you go? And again, the great pursuit is the only thing that saves another touchdown. Keith Johnson, watch this move right there. What do you do? Inside, you go outside, doesn't matter. Great footwork, gets those shoulders square, going upfield. What's a saving tackle?
And that was against Anthony Hailstock, maybe one of the best tacklers in the CIAA.
No question about that.
Wow, what a move to the 5.
Give it to Smith.
First and goal from the 5. I formation. Looked like kind of maybe a busted play, but Little's going to try to beat him to the corner. No. Outstanding play by Keith Johnson. So it'll be a loss on the play, but what a play by Johnson to shoestring him.
Think they were going to try to go inside again, right back to Elihu Smith, and miscommunication. But again, he can make up for a lot of mistakes, and a nice tackle. The second open field tackle of a good runner in consecutive plays for Virginia State.
Keith Johnson, a senior, and showing you that he's been around a little while. That was a big play there. Loss of almost a yard on the play.
How big would this be for Virginia State if they could stop Union?
Oh, second and goal.
Hold them to a field goal.
Huge. It would be huge. 2 tight ends, 2 wide, and Elihu Smith, the lone setback. Bootleg action. Looking for Herbie Jones. He goes back across the middle. Is it incomplete? It looks like it's incomplete. It looked like he had it for a second. It was Marquise Davis, and he couldn't bring it in, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he actually had a couple of people he could have thrown that football to. Davis maybe being the second choice. We saw the boot earlier, and the keeper for the touchdown. Right there, he has it.
I don't think he brought it in.
It bounces out, yeah.
Looked like Jerome Hodge hit him as he was trying to hold on to it, and he didn't make the catch. Incomplete. So they'll move it to the right hash. They can do this. And now they're going to move it back to the left hash, and it'll be 3rd down and 5. 3rd and goal to go for Virginia Union. Elihu Smith is going to be the long setback. 2 tight ends are running 2 tight ends.
Haven't seen much of this formation, but Smith is the sole running back.
Wide out on each side. They're doing that little up route, and that's the guy to go to. And look at that. There he is. Herbie Jones. We knew it would happen sometime. Alley-oop with Herbie Jones is the way you call that touchdown.
Herbie wanted to make certain that they didn't forget about that block he threw for Little in the first quarter. Nice pass. The fade route, the touchdown.
Tell you what, there's our Ford replay, and you just see him making this great catch again, keeping the foot in bounds.
Great concentration by Herbie. Good protection. We've talked about the floater from the left side. Catch, concentrate, give him 6.
PAT attempt. Adds right down Lombardi. So Virginia Union now puts points on the board with their first possession, and it's a 27-14 lead. We're coming back. State will get the football.
Imagine a ball guaranteed to stay inflated. The Never Flap from Spalding. Inside, large nitroflake molecules prevent smaller air molecules from escaping, so the ball stays inflated 10 times longer. The Never Flap, basketballs and soccer balls from Spalding, true to the game.
Hey, plate number FRWG7375, you're getting a ticket.
Bold moves, they happen every day.
It's East versus West with a title on the line. The 2006 CIAA Football Championship game returns to Durham November 11th. It'll be a clash of the Titans at O'Kelly Riddick Stadium. It's the Beast of the East taking on the best of the CIAA West. Don't forget McDonald's halftime featuring the Battle of the Bands, the 2006 CIAA Football Championship game, November 11th at O'Kelly Riddick Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. Get your tickets now.
Welcome back. Virginia Union getting ready to kick off. Hugo Flores Diaz getting ready to kick it away. Union with a nice drive to put points on the board, capped by the 5-yard touchdown pass to Herbie Jones. We knew he would come in sometime. He did from Lamar. A little kick is away, and it's coming down to 16, and that's Dante Edwards. Edwards looking up that left side. It's got a little seam in there. Flag flying. It may come back. He gets up to the 40-yard line. We'll see what the call is. V-State answered a couple of times in the first half. Now they really got to answer this time. 12-play, 70-yard drive for Virginia Union. And a lot of clock eaten up. Flag thrown against Virginia State. That'll back way up. They had the ball almost at the 40. Going to go all the way back to the 20-yard line, Stan.
You know, it's hard to say this and rationalize it to fans a lot of times, especially V-State fans, because it's V-State. But you can see where if this team didn't have all the injuries, you're not playing so many young guys, not making an excuse, but you can see where this team has the making of a very, very solid football team. I expect to see them fight for the championship next year for the East Big.
Valentine decided to have to bounce out and sweep the right side, and he got 4 on the play, so he made something out of nothing. Melvin Edison making the stop.
And one of the things you find out, you'll get Fleming back, hopefully you'll get some of those wide receivers, but you will get a guy like Valentine. He's been pressed into service, and we know, well, he's a double-duty guy. He can catch the football out of the backfield. We can use him as a tight end, and we've seen him be a very solid runner 2 consecutive weeks for Virginia State.
You're a little surprised that we haven't seen more of Thomas Boyd?
Yeah, I really am.
I formation. Valentine again goes straight ahead. Not a lot there, but he did pick up a couple on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down, and meeting him right in the hole was number 33, and that is... Well, I'm not sure who that is. That's not on the roster there. I didn't see the name from the beginning, so I'm not sure who was in on that. 3rd down, and we'll call it 4 yards to go. We'll go into 4 wide as we got Blizzard back in shotgun formation. 4 wideouts. Union looks like they're going to run a blitz. They do. Got a man open outside. The pass is complete. Nice pitch, nice toss, and it's going to be a 1st down. That's number 89 over there, Elmo Johnson, who's come in and kind of surprised us. He's played a little more than we thought he would. He's up near the 40-yard line. Good-looking play again here. Throws it on the outside. Elmo making a nice catch, and then heading upfield. He knew he needed to keep going north and south.
And Valentine did a really nice job, as you saw, picking up the blitzing linebacker to give Blizzard enough time to make that pass and keep it going.
Well, now we see Thomas Boyd in the game. He's in that slot as we go to a 4 wide situation for State. Run a little draw play, kind of trying to fool everybody by spreading it out, almost like what Virginia Union has done today with Elihu Smith. And they run straight ahead, and that's number 31 checking into the game. That's the first time we see Jean-Paul Broom today from Richmond. He's a sophomore, another young player coming into football game.
If you're Virginia State, you're thinking, okay, let's have a nice sustained drive. 4 minutes and some change left in the 3rd quarter. We get a score, we get a stop, we can score. We're in this football game. We win this football game. You've got to score when the opportunity provides itself.
Boyd now in at quarterback. Actually, he was just the back to snap it to it. He had absolutely nowhere to go. I think everybody in the stadium had an idea he might be going to do something with it. Reginald Smalls making a big play as he picked up a yard, and it's a 3rd down and 4 situation.
Boyd's a guy that's picked up 135 yards rushing the footballs, thrown for over 300 yards, and caught 16 passes. So he's a guy that can do a lot of things a lot of times. And when you see him in the game, especially in a quarterback spot or in the old single wing tailback spot, you know, okay, there could be anything going on here.
Yeah, he can do anything with it. He is the middle man in the slot right now on the wide side, the far side of the field. Straight ahead with Valentine wide open. Look at this game here. he's into Union territory, a nice first down play, and he just runs out of bounds, and that was wide open, Stan.
Travis Valentine. I mean, this is a guy, like you said, he was recruited as a running back out of high school. Moved to tight end because of injuries. They bring him in there. Nice block at the point of attack, and he just reads it. And again, we talked about a great job of the offensive line of Union. Got to give Virginia State their props right now. They did a great job. Nobody laid a hand on it.
I think the surprise for me, Stan, has been State's ability to run straight ahead at Union. I've really been surprised with that. They amazingly run straight ahead. Here we go again, running straight ahead, and not a whole lot of room at the end that time, but at positive yardage again. But Stevie Johnson just bear hugs Valentine.
But the ability to run straight ahead or off tackle, pick up 4 yards, 3, 4, 5 yards maybe at a pop, makes the second down or even that third down so much easier for Virginia State. As you see, 100 yards rushing 2 consecutive weeks for Travis Valentine.
We got 100-yard rushers on both sides of the field, and we're not to the fourth quarter yet. Man in motion is coming. So they go to Valentine. Can he get to the corner? He does. He cuts back. He's close to the 32-yard line. They had to get to the 31 for a first down. So now you're faced with a 3rd and short. And boy, is it a lot easier to make a call there as we go into 3 minutes in the third quarter. A lot easier to do that, Stan, than it is with the 3rd and 10s or 3rd and 9s.
Easy play calling. I mean, you can throw short passes, you can run the football with Valentine. And the good thing about it, too, is that for Virginia State and Virginia Union, this is interesting. They played this long, no turnovers in the game.
Exactly. We've talked about the sunshot. We're going to show you that in just a second. This is a big 3rd down. It's about 2 yards, a little less than 2 to go for V-State. Definitely 4-down territory. They go to Valentine. Blitz on the backside. Didn't make any difference. Valentine hauled everybody with him. That was Hurley Hemphill, who was riding on dog style from behind. He was hanging on.
Greg Richardson says, hey, we're going to give you some of our best stuff right now. You're going to run there. It's in Hurley Hemphill. Hurley Hemphill, one of those freshmen, the good linebacking core. Watch Hemphill come inside, boom, makes the play. As you take a look at this, is what the Virginia State wide receivers have to look back at and see into that bright sunshine of a beautiful Virginia autumn afternoon, huh?
But it is big that we can tell by the shadows, too, which way it's coming. Bootleg option. He's got a couple of people wide open. Davion Richards has it. First down again, and he's inside the 15 to the 12.
The possession receiver for these Trojans is a kid that can catch the ball in a crowd. 35 receptions going into this ball game. Here's a little boot. There's a fake right there. Nice job of holding backers, and you see him just drag right across the middle of the formation. Nice catch by Davion Richards, moving the chains for the Trojans.
And as we just showed you, he's looking right back into the sun trying to make that catch. So great concentration by Richards.
But it was a low pass, a mid-level pass, something right at eye level he could see. That's that.
Blizzard looking across the middle. Choice. Oh, my. Choice thought he had another touchdown and in and out of his hands. He would love to have that one again. Mercy sakes alive. He will see that in his sleep tonight.
Blizzard puts this ball. There's the fake. He sets nice pass to slant route. He just short-armed it. He lost concentration. He can hear some footsteps coming and doesn't kick that ball in. Henry Tolliver among the guys on coverage right there. But that should have been 6 for VSU.
Made a nice catch on the touchdown reception that he had in the first half. He would love to have that one again, wouldn't he? That's a shot. There it is looking back. You can tell by the shadows. Look how long those shadows are. Little dump out pass, and Richards couldn't bring that home.
Catch the ball, then make the play. They've tried 2 consecutive plays to make the play before they get the football. An incompletion now, a missed touchdown opportunity before that.
Yep, looking ahead, you see the head turn.
And that's from one of their more sure-handed receivers than Davion Richards.
And he's only a sophomore. He's around for a while.
Richards, Choice, the big tight end that they love to sit right down the middle because he is a good athlete, can catch the football. Might not be a bad time to look at Choice or Richards. And don't forget about Valentine.
Across the middle, and that is going to be a touchdown. There's Richards making a great catch because he was popped. Davion Richards with a touchdown for Virginia State.
We've seen it 2 consecutive times where receivers had an opportunity. That time they go to 3 wides, send him as the inside receiver, just a little skinny post route, get in the end zone. Nice pass, nice catch. V-State on the board again.
Buxton will come in to kick the extra point. Justin Buxton. And the thing I like about that, Stan, is they were looking back toward the home stands, less sun in their eyes. Good call. Big extra point here. Could trim the margin to 6. Blocked. That was a big extra point block right there. Now a touchdown and extra point will tie you. Let's see the touchdown again on our forward replay, Stan.
3 wide receivers to the left side of the formation. You'll see him coming inside your screen. Fumbles the snap, no problem. Nice pass right on the money between that linebacker and the cornerback coming about a step too late. Puts it right on the money. That's a touchdown. Into that sun we talked about. Nice catch. Too late. Give him 6.
Blocked here. Extra point. Well, there were a couple of people that could have blocked that, Stan. I'm not sure who got the finger.
I want to try to tell you it was Mario Hall, number 58. And that's like the 5th time this season that Virginia Union's blocked the kick. In fact, Niles Rainey blocked. They were part of the block kick and conversion that won that Central State game in 5 overtimes about a month or so ago up in Ohio. So, I mean, they blocked the kick last week and ran it back for a 2-pointer against Shaw. So Virginia Union's got that block kick and conversion down pat.
13 plays, 80 yards, 5:03 off the clock, and Virginia State is right back in the game, 27-20. Man, 48 seconds remain, minute 48 rather, in our third quarter. Man, this fourth quarter could be something else, couldn't it? Buxton set to kick away, and he does so. Kind of kicks it away from everybody. If it stays there, he's had a great kick. It's still loose. My goodness, they fall on top of it. Union does, but that was live, and they could have been real trouble. 84 managed to fall on it for Virginia Union. They will hang on to the football. Luckily, that one could have been a lot of trouble. And Steve Miller's had a couple great receptions and a touchdown in our first half.
Only the 2nd time all season long that Virginia State's even scored the 14th point of the season in the third quarter.
That drive does not look like a team that was 1-6 by any stretch of the imagination. So here comes Union. Here comes Union. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Got a change at quarterback. No, we don't. Marlittle's still in there. Flags are down, though. We did have a change, and that was a mistake. It looked like we had the wrong people in the wrong spot. I think we've got illegal procedure, else a motion call. There were some odd folks on the field for that play there, Coach. And they're going to call Virginia State offside. Virginia State must have thought the same thing. People out there didn't think we're going to be out there.
Can't tell if this is alignment or anticipation. This is about their 5th time today that I think Virginia State's been called for an offside. You may not see that 5 times in a season. You've seen it 5 times today.
So now it's a 1st and 5 because the ball moves 5 yards up to the 25, and that will really make it a lot easier. Herbie Jones is sitting man on man out here on the wide side of the field against Dante Edwards. And if you're Virginia State, that is not a matchup you like.
Not a bad time to try to throw the ball. Don't go around.
Straight ahead, and that is Torian Donaldson who goes straight ahead. And not a whole lot there, but he does manage to get a couple of yards and bring up a 2nd down and short.
And what happens if Virginia Union holds on and wins this football game? Well, they've got a date next week with Bowie State, and then they follow that up with Elizabeth City. Elizabeth City winning so far today, last I heard, against Shaw. They've got a game next week. I think it escapes me. I think St. Paul's, and then boom, they meet for Elizabeth City's homecoming.
It'll be 2nd and 1.
2nd down and about a yard to go. He got a great spot on that one. Man is in motion, and that's Marquise Davis. Handoff is to Elihu Smith, and Elihu's got the 1st down. So he just kind of shucked and drive that time, just trying to find somewhere to pick up the 1st down yardage, and he does from the 33-yard line. A lot of people coming on and off the field for Union right now. They are really changing their offensive sets, and their people. They're trying to confuse Virginia State, and a lot of people are coming on and off the field, especially wide receivers, and you could see any kind of set. They go back to that 4 wideout set that we've seen most of the day with Elihu Smith as the lone setback. So back to a little more tradition this time now that they've got it out with a little more breathing room. State looking like they're going to blitz. They do. Elihu runs by 4 or 5 folks, and another flag is down. I believe we got a holding downfield. Smith has a 1st down. He's brought down, but a flag is down right at the 39. Holding is the call. Yeah, it looked like we had a hold in there by one of the Union offensive linemen that had gotten down the field pretty good. Important series for both teams. And the ball will back up to the 29-yard line. So a costly penalty against Virginia Union. If you're Virginia State, you got to play defense now.
Penalty is holding against the Panthers. Move the ball back to the 29-yard line.
Back to the 29-yard line. Little coming back
change
on the
of possession or the clock rules, balls in play, quarters about over. Everybody's kind of like, okay, it's a ball in play, it's a ball in play. They're going to have an untimed down, I think.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Untimed down with the penalty.
Clock is at 0.
Clock is at 0. 4 wides. Little under a lot of pressure, made a nice ball fade to get the defender up in the air. Now looking, late toss it to short, trying to go to Herbie Jones and could not get him there. Aaron Knight with a lot of pressure on Little that time. And that should conclude our third quarter. Correct? We're trying to make a decision on this.
Well, the clock went out one time because of the power switch.
It does.
So they got to get it right.
All right, we'll take a break and come back with the fourth quarter. Hopefully we'll be able to get the clock working exactly. We're coming back with a Gold Bowl. The final 15 should be a humdinger.
Lose your ball?
No, it's right here. I'm just thinking about my next shot.
Thinking?
Yeah, just thinking.
Always a good idea, my young friend.
Eastern Motors Training Camp, Day 6. The Predator.
No. No, sir. Definitely not. No, sir.
No, that's not an option.
No.
Hey!
Always say yes! Always say yes! Come to Easterns, where we always say yes.
Third down, a little less than 10 yards to go for Virginia Union as they lead by 7 in the 30th Gold Bowl. 14:54 remains in our contest. They'll go out of a shotgun situation. That's Lamar Little, number 4, looking outside. The pass is complete because he got nowhere to go. Nice move there by Michael Hampton, but outstanding defense from Virginia State. Just nowhere to go, and he's dropped at the 30-yard line.
You try to get him to the outside and see if his athleticism, and you almost saw that, can make a play. But what you don't want to do is you don't want an interception. You don't want any kind of mistake. Keep these chains moving. And the smart thing that Hampton did on that play is he stayed in bounds.
24, James Ford making the stop. Chad Talley will come in to kick it away. The left-footed kicker. We mentioned that a couple of times already today. Devon Wiggins back deep, and he will be looking right into the sun as he's dropping back inside his own 25-yard line. This will be a tough ball to see if he gets it up in the air at all. Good snap, kick is away. Vaughn manages to bring it home at his own 25. Always got a wall to the other side over there, but he didn't quite get to it. It's a nice play by Union, but great field position for Virginia State as they'll try to make another drive. They just went 13 plays, 80 yards, 5:03 off the clock to bring it to a 27-20 count. It's been an outstanding week of Gold Bowl action here in Richmond. Every year the Gold Bowl is one of the most anticipated weeks for the city. It's been another outstanding week, so congratulations to everybody doing it.
You love versatility, Chip. I mean, a guy that was a tight end early in the year, now as a running back. Travis Valentine has had some great runs today using power, speed, 35-yard run there, 3-yard touchdown, breaking tackles. You've got a pass and a catch this time by Blizzard. He's had a very solid football game, but I'm really impressed with this guy, Travis Valentine.
Blizzard throws a little drop pass out to Richard. Richard's going to get a nice gain on the play up near the 41-yard line, so give him 6 on first down, and that's a good start on first down. Running a bunch situation on this near side of the field and going back in the other direction. Great job by our crew today, as they've done a phenomenal job of getting you pictures, and they've been great pictures all day long here at historic Hovey Field. 2nd down, 4 for V-State. Valentine off the right side. Oh, what a nice job of waiting for his blockers to make a block and then cutting back in and picking up a first down.
This becomes those old basketball adage, you know, John Wooden say, be quick but don't hurry. You've got a lot of time in this football game to get a touchdown. Good job of blocking again. Keeps the ball, stretches it out, and then sees an opening to the inside, staying in bounds. For you, you want to try to bob to the outside. Willie May does a nice job of giving him a hole. Again, you create, we said get off the field. Short and long distance situations, try to make a first down. You get it, keep those chains moving.
Well, Willie May did a great job, a senior guard, pushing his man out of the hole. Valentine with the fake, got a man open, but no way for Blizzard to get it off. He is sacked. There was a great fake inside the middle, but one guy didn't pay any attention. That's Stevie Johnson.
Wanted to go to Davion Richards on the outside. Couldn't go there. Held on to that football too long. You got to get rid of this ball. You can see Richards maybe. You see his helmet there at the top, at the bottom of the screen. Pressure right there, too late. You take the sack. But again, I think if you're Andrew Faison, you say, hey, throw this ball away. We don't want to lose yards.
He had Richards he was trying to go to. Also, Carlos Spencer had kind of broken open, but he just never got a chance to look and see him. But you're right, Stan. You got to get that thing away in a hurry because somebody's coming. 4 wide for Blizzard this time. Looking across the middle to Richards, and he's got it. What a great catch by Davion Richards. My goodness, he leapt off the ground and made a great catch for a first down.
They dropped in the zone. They rushed forward, and there are a lot of areas. And watch his ability to be patient, stay in the pocket. Richards runs another little right over the middle, nice crossing route. He's got a lot of time and a lot of room. Watch the catch. And what I liked about it, we talked about it earlier, laying out for a catch. He lays out, gets the first down. And Virginia State, quietly as it's going, has got these Virginia Union fans a little uneasy right now.
Paul at the 36-yard line of Union. Valentine could not get by the old shirt grabbing, hanging on for dear life by Stevie Johnson again. Also 51, Hurley Hemphill in on that pile. Give him a yard on the play.
You don't want to play on your heels if you're Virginia Union. You don't want to backpedal. You want to continue to be aggressive and attack. But the way that Valentine is running the football, it almost puts you in the press coverage on the outside and says, hey, we got to put an extra backer inside someplace. Let's see how Greg Richardson, the defensive coordinator for Virginia Union, decides to play this.
Valentine's in motion. Flags are down. False start on the offense, according to Rodney Burnett. So that'll back you up 5 yards and make it 2nd down and 14. Well, that's shooting yourself in the foot there, Stan. You just don't want to do that right now.
You can't. You can't.
Got a chance to do something really positive.
And the clock moves.
Yep. I think you're right. The Union side is very quiet right now. I believe a lot of folks are really surprised. Blizzard drops back. There's a blitz on. He goes across again for Richards. And the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it falls incomplete. Richards was open again.
Blizzard has to recognize, and his receivers have to understand, that they're dropping back in zone coverage. There are holes in the zone, but because of the drops that time, there's a nice job on the deep drop by Stephen Johnson. You've either got to run your routes between the linebacker and the defensive back or in front of the linebacker to make that. Johnson drops in the coverage 7-8 yards deep. That ball's deflected. Could have been picked off.
Thomas Boyd comes in the game. He is the inside man in the 3 wide on the near side. 4 wide for Blizzard. Blizzard drops back looking across the middle. Oh, my goodness. That one is going to be a hard one to take today because 81, that was Kenny Jones, wide open, had it right in his hands. There's a flag down, though. Kenny could have run from here to
Petersburg.
Delayed crossing right. He should have caught it, but there's going to be the flag is going to be against Virginia Union, I think.
Yep, that's the preliminary indication. Kenny Jones was thinking land, milk, and honey. He could run out to the holding is going to be the call against the defense. He could run a long
first down.
Sure will be. Down to the 25-yard line. That's a big play.
Would have had Virginia State in a 4th down situation. You bail them out similar to what they did to Union in the first quarter, except Union was only able to get 3 points out of the deal. Let's see if this helps or hurts Virginia Union, Virginia State this time.
The only person may not be surprised is that guy right there, Arrington Jones. AJ said, hey, I know this is going to be a lot tougher game than everybody realizes. And he's been right. Valentine bounces to the outside, cuts back to the inside. He's going to move the chains again, and if he wasn't bear hugged from behind by Hemphill, he might have gone all the way. Another first down for State.
Valentine rushed for over 125 yards in this ball game. Again, you just talk about the offensive execution today for Virginia State. Block at the point of attack, bounce, a little stutter step, goes inside that block, and then his ability to carry a defender 2, 3, 4 extra yards. There's a stutter, the inside. You got to try to make a play on that. Hemphill carries him and then says, okay, the State Fair still going on. Let me get a ride for a minute.
Nice block by Jared Hasty. Look at that, breaking not 1 but 2 tackles to pick up a couple of yards there. 96 Reginald Smalls along with Early Hemphill rather, making a stop on that as well, but he gained a couple of yards just on his own merit. 10 minutes remain in our football game.
Valentine 26 of 125 last week, now 20 for 127 in this ball game. And I think we're going to see him carry the ball a few more times.
No reason he shouldn't. Bunch on the right side and a tight end to the near side. See what V-State's got in mind. Well, Valentine ran right into Blizzard. They just collided in the backfield, and not at all what you wanted to see there. If you're V-State, Union makes a good play back to the 25.
This is the time when you have to have great offensive execution. Just a miscommunication right there, and fortunate to hold on to that football. And they saw the mistake, and the Virginia Union defenders converged on the football.
Wayne Motley Jr. making the tackle. It'll be 3rd down. Bunch again on the right side. Shotgun for Blizzard.
No mistakes. Tight end open.
3rd and 12. Tight end is open across the middle. He goes deep, and the pass falls incomplete. He was trying to go to number 89, Elmo Johnson, at about the 2-yard line.
And if he could just hold on to the football, Kenny Chalmers, the tight end on the left side of the field, you'll see him go right across the play right there. He just came out of your screen, was wide open.
Almost intercepted by Henry Tolliver. This is a big 3-point attempt here, and that's the guy who's going to attempt it. Justin Buxton, as we mentioned earlier in the game, his longest, 33 yards. This attempt is 32 yards. He's on the left hash, too.
And he's a kicker, and I'll say it, into that sun a little bit. Keep your head down and get through.
Actually got a little breeze with him right now. Good snap. The kick is up. Folks, he is right down the middle. Justin Buxton hits a 32-yard field goal attempt, and it is 27-23 Virginia Union with 8:50 remaining. Nice kick that time. Gonna take a break. Union will have the ball back when we come back. It's the 30th Goal Bowl from Hovey Field.
Uncompromising world of professional grade, there's new reason to celebrate. It's GMC Truck Month, when you can pile on extra bonus cash, plus get the confidence of the GM 100,000-mile warranty on 2007 models. But hurry, game ends October 31st.
Use Truck Month bonus cash to get an 07 Sierra Classic 1500 Crew SL for just $23,225 after all offers. See the pros at your local GMC dealers.
return November 1st.
Ever wondered what it would be like to be on TV? Do you know everything there is to know about area sports? Then be at the Comcast Sportsnet Casting Call Challenge, presented by Bud Light, happening at the Cardinals Club Tuesday, October 31st, Halloween at 8 p.m. It's your chance to compete against your peers in sports knowledge. You could win a guest appearance on Monday Night Live. Be at the Cardinals Club on Tuesday, October 31st at 8 p.m. for your chance to show us what you've got. The Comcast Sportsnet Casting Call Challenge, presented by Bud Light. Always worth it.
You should be cruising to BMW of Sterling.
After a tough day of practice, there's something I always look forward to. The comfort and performance of my BMW from BMW of Sterling. Whether it's a new 07 3 Series, cool Z4 Coupe, or affordable X3 SAV, BMW of Sterling has the luxury and performance you're looking for.
All BMWs have below market financing and lease rates. Even BMW of Sterling's great selection of convertibles. Get yours today. BMW of Sterling, just off Route 28.
That's Darrell Green Boulevard.
Listen. Right now, fall weeds are sucking the life out of your lawn, stealing nutrients, starving it. Time for Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard with +2 weed control. It kills fall weeds, stops them from becoming even bigger, badder weeds next spring. And it deep feeds for your thickest, healthiest spring lawn ever. Scott's Winter Guard with +2 weed control. Stops fall weeds now for a great spring lawn.
Ryan McDonald, the NCAA, and Russell Phillips.
Along with Stan Luter and the Woo-Woos, I'm Chip Tarkenton. Welcome back to Hubby Field. It is the 30th Gold Bowl Classic. And we've got a great game going. Virginia State just kicks a field goal. Justin Buxton from 32 yards. 27-23 as the count. Buxton will prepare to kick it off. Michael Hampton, Michael Dolby in twin safety for Virginia Union.
But you just got the feeling, 1-6, 5-2 rivals. You just had the feeling this was going to be a good football game.
Michael Dolby with it to the 20, 25. And he's brought down at about the 27-yard line. So that's where Union will begin this series with 8:40 remaining. Still plenty of time left in this game. Lamar Little, quarterback for Union, brings his troops on the field. See his numbers for the day. 14, 22, 186, 2 touchdowns, 13 rushes, 29 yards, and a TD. Another solid day out of Lamar Little. The 4 wides has been the offense of choice today with Elihu Smith in the single setback, and that is exactly what Union comes out with this time.
Got to think first downs if you're Virginia Union. Keep the clock moving.
Elihu Smith straight ahead. Give him 3, maybe 4 on the play. That man right there for Virginia State making the stop, and that's number 95, and that's Quincy Bias. Making a nice stop there. We hadn't mentioned his name very often today. Good look at Elihu Smith. He's had a good game as well, over 100 yards rushing. When's the last time we had one on each team, Stan? It's been a while.
Yeah, and also the interesting thing about it for Virginia State, this is only the second game this year where they've rushed for over 150 yards as a team. So a lot positive will come out of this ball game, whether they win or lose. I think Andrew Faison can go back to the drawing board and say, hey, we've got the building blocks for a good program, and certainly they've done that over the 4 years he's been here.
Straight ahead, and Darius Robinson, number 91, making the tackle just shy of a first down. Another third down. It's another key third down again from the 37. About 2 yards to go. They've got to get to the 39 to get a first down as we creep toward the 7-minute mark. A lot of time left in this game. Same formation, single setback. Don't be surprised to see Elihu Smith. Elihu Smith got a first down across the 40-yard line. Got a helmet off too. Quincy Bias is playing without one. He's got to find his headgear. There he is.
Elihu Smith was in mid-acceleration the time he got the football. He didn't wait to get the ball and say, okay, boom. He knows, okay, I'm going right off tackle, off that guard tackle gap. Boom. He takes it, and a full head of steam gets him the first down.
You see the grass all over the shirt, jersey, and the helmet. You can tell he's been going for
That's football.
That's exactly right. For the the clock is becoming the enemy for State, and it's becoming the fan for Union because it keeps going down.
The game scoreboard is down right now, and that's what the holdup is. So they'll probably have to put some time off the scoreboard clock we see here inside. I think it'll go back to maybe like 6:40 or something in that neighborhood.
Already had to pull off the 25-second clock earlier, and that was because it was having problems on the field. I'm not sure what they're going to do just yet. Our head official, the head referee, Rodney Burnett, is over here. I think he's going to talk with the Union coaching staff. They may have to take a stoppage of play and back that clock back up.
There's a lot of plugging. There's a lot of stuff being plugged in and out around the stadium. The power outage somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got cookers and fryers and stuff like that. And RVs back here, and there's just only so much. What is it, Virginia Power here? There's only so much they can do.
Power just came back on in the press box in the 25-second. Everything going. Look out! Hey,
I told you.
Somebody got the generator going.
Somebody got a message to Mike Benz, and Mike, you got to pay that bill before 5 o'clock.
See, that's where the power is right there.
See, that's what I'm trying. Yeah.
I'm looking for some of those folk after the game. I don't know about you, but I would really like some ribs today. We hadn't talked a lot about ribs. All right, now we think we've got the clock situation
7:25.
All right, 7:25 to go. First down, 10, Virginia Union from their own 41-yard line. And a 4-point advantage. And Elihu Smith running wild and straight ahead and into State territory, spinning, staying on his feet, and cruising to the 42. What an outstanding run that time. A gain of 17 yards on the play.
You are watching two very solid running backs today in Valentine and this guy, Elihu Smith. Bam! Spin, pick up 5-6 yards, and carry someone. What more would you want out of a running back? To have footwork, to have great balance, have power, and also acceleration. You send today out of Elihu Smith.
Senior Jerome Hodge had to haul him down. The clock continuing to move. This has been an impressive drive by Union. It's just been Elihu Smith. Look at the cut there outside. He runs inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Another huge gain. James Ford making the tackle. Wheels have got to be tired. Ford replay. Look at the hole.
Just watch it. And then the cutback. And see, one guy, you've got to really wrap him up to bring him down. It's very difficult for this guy to go down. I think it's 172 yards rushing on 178 on 22 carries. What a game for Elihu Smith.
And he's staying in bounds, Stan.
Only a junior.
Staying in bounds, so the clock keeps running. He comes out. Torian Donaldson checks in. There's Torian with his chance to run straight ahead, and Torian does so. It picks up 4 or 5 yards on the play.
You look at what Waverly Tiller's done at Elizabeth City, turning this program around. You look at these two teams, Virginia Union having a successful season. Virginia State injuries have caused them not to have the success we thought they were. They're preseason number 2, but they'll be back. Shaw University has a new coach coming in now, and they're going to come and turn them on. And don't forget about what? St. Paul's, right? They don't 1-6, but they've given a lot of teams a hard time, and they've got Willard Bailey. CIAA East is going to be very, very competitive for many, many years.
Donaldson breaking through the line and breaking a couple of tackles. He's got a first down as the chains will move inside the 15-yard line. And this has been nothing but running the football this
What
series.
did they start this drive with? A little bit under 8 minutes to go, and then 5:24 and a moving clock. Get the first down. You know, again, you get the first down. You keep drives alive. The clock doesn't, it keeps rolling. And again, Virginia State not electing to call timeouts, and so far not being able to stop Virginia Union's ground game.
Elihu Smith back in at that single setback, and those 4 wideouts are just decoys right now, but you got a feeling at some point somebody's going to see a ball in the air. Elihu Smith straight ahead. He's not a big guy, Stan, but he moves the pile. His legs just keep moving.
Reminds me a little bit of Isaac Redmond from Bowie State that's missing this season due to injury, and also from that New Jersey area, too. Guy that can run, goes in between the tackles. It's just hard to imagine a guy like Smith has had a good game today. It's had a nice season so far, has yet to score a touchdown rushing. It's kind of hard to imagine. But then you've had Little scoring so many on the ground.
Second down, about 7.5. Elihu Smith again. At that time, the wall kind of stopped him at about the 10-yard line, so he only picks up a couple.
4 minutes, it'll be a little bit under 350 maybe when they start this play. Smith coming in, probably cramping.
Maybe a cramp, maybe an ankle. Maybe you got in there and got an ankle turn. I don't know. You may be maybe a cramp totally, yeah.
But the thing of it is now for Virginia Union is, okay, this is a third down and well, I guess maybe about a 6 or 7. If they don't get the first down, do you try to kick the field goal, or do you try to go for it on 4th down? I mean, that's something I think you got to think about if you're Arrington Jones.
Well, you got a good field goal kicker, there's no question. He's been perfect all day long. So you liked having a 7-point bulge if you could get it, but touchdown here kind of puts it in good shape for you. Elihu Smith coming off. There's a good look at that sun again. My goodness, that's looking back into the sun right now, gang. There's tall shadows on the field. You can see that very easily with that camera shot. Look at those tall shadows. That tells you how the sun is going down. All right, here we go. Torian Donaldson checks back in at the single setback. 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Dropping back is Little. Little's looking for Herbie, and Herbie Jones in the end zone with his 2nd touchdown reception of the day. We knew the throw was coming. We just didn't know where.
And the fade route to the far corner of the end zone. Herbie Jones with his 2nd touchdown reception of the afternoon.
Plays big every year. We have the Gold Bowl here. Here it is again.
Left-handed quarterback gives him an opportunity to let the ball stay in the air. If Herbie doesn't catch it, it's not going to get caught. In fact, he does such a good job on the fade route. He's got a lot of separation. He actually has to wait for that catch.
PAT attempt is good. 3:33 remains in our contest. Virginia Union now with a 34-23 lead, and that is a big touchdown, a huge drive, 9 plays, 71 yards, 5:04 off the clock. Let's look at the touchdown again.
So you always got to think that Little may take off. This time this is a straight drop back, and he's looking for one guy and one guy only. If Herbie Jones doesn't catch it, we'll play for 4th down. Puts it right there in the corner. He gets good separation from the corner there on the outside. Corner's got no help. They're protecting the inside. Hailstock is. That's a good pass and a good catch.
4 receptions today for Herbie. 2 touchdowns, 35 yards. He just makes big plays. And you know what? That throw by Little, impressive throw because he's thrown it a long way, and he's got to throw that moon ball. I mean, it's just got to be exactly
Well, he got a lot of air on it.
Yeah.
And like I said, he throws it for the it's almost a perfect angle to the corner of the end zone. So if Jones doesn't catch it, that ball's going to probably be incomplete. And it's very difficult because Hailstock was kind of watching the inside route. He doesn't get a chance to make the play. Plus, you're looking back into this sun.
That's a sensational camera angle right there, just to show you how hard that is to look back. My goodness. Herbie doesn't notice the sun.
No, he's making catches.
He's just making catches.
But our guys notice the sun, and what a great job they did getting it.
Hugo Flores Diaz just kicked the PAT, kicking it away to State. And if you're State right now, you got to find some way to score in a hurry. Dante Edwards trying to do it on a kick return. Couple of jukes, may have a face mask. It looks like 2 flags are going to say that as he got across the 30, and I think we're going to have some additional yardage tacked on with that. You got to score in a hurry, but the inability right now to stop Union's offense really hurt Virginia State on that last drive. Rodney Burnett, personal foul with a face mask, as we said, against Virginia Union.
Personal foul, face mask on the kicking team, number 34. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, 1st down.
Hakeem Smith hit with it, so that'll move it to the 46-yard line, so that gives you great field position.
And 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go, as you'll see the face mask there at the end of the play. Wow. At 3:20 to play and 3 timeouts, Virginia State has an opportunity to score. You score, you kick the onside kick, you've got a chance to win this ball game.
Stranger things have happened today.
But they can't take a lot of time. No. This has got to be the quick drive. So you got to be ready right near the line of scrimmage. They've lost about 7 seconds.
Yep. Boyd's in the game, too. Thomas Boyd's in the game. He's going to throw that one away. That's going to be intentional grounding because he was still inside the tackles and there's nobody close by. And I think Union got away with one, too.
Intentional grounding on the offense, number 12. That's a loss of down from the spot of the foul. Second down.
Michael Hampton was in playing a cornerback position, too. And believe me, he had a handful of shirt of Carlos Spencer, and he thought he'd been flagged for holding.
You go back to what we said before halftime, nothing deep. They'll drop 5, 6, 7 yards. They'll make sure they'll give him something underneath. They'll give him something to the outside, but nothing over a DB's head.
So big loss there of about 10 yards, close to it. Second down and long across the middle, and that's complete. Nice pitch, nice toss to Davian Richards, and he is close to a first down, but a little shy. They're getting that 2-minute hurry-up offense now. It's just short, about 2 yards short of a first down.
Exactly what we just said. You run the spread sets. You're going to send people down and out, and somebody underneath. The underneath routes are going to be there. Nice catch by Davian King Smith with that tackle.
Clock cranking as soon as they get the ball set. So the seconds start ticking. You got to snap it in a hurry. Blizzard looking across the middle, and it hits one of the linemen in the head. It was tipped up front. He was trying to go an underneath route to Spencer.
I think Chris Horn may have been part of that deflection, either pushing the lineman into the play or getting a hand on it himself.
Second down. 2:43 remain. If you got a big play or even a trick play that you think would work and get you in the end zone in a hurry, this is where you really got to.
That's where you keep your eye on number 5, Shea Boyd, at the top of your screen. An outstanding athlete. Run, pass. You might have a little trickeration with him involved.
He's moving all over the field right now. Blizzard looking across the middle. Pass is incomplete. He's going across the middle of number 31, Jean-Paul Broom, and it could not come up with it, so it'll bring up a third down. It's hard when you run this hurry-up offense, Dan. It's real hard not to get in that hurry mode for the receivers and the quarterbacks too, because you're rushing to get on the ball snapped.
It's kind of what we be quick but don't hurry.
Exactly.
I mean, you got to make plays, yards after catch, and then go to the next play.
Patiently somehow. You got to get that patient mode in there. 5 wide out for Blizzard. Looking down the middle, going to Davion. What a great catch, and he caught it twice because it was knocked out of his hands, and he brought it back in. Davion Richards with the catch of the game as he's to the 25 and a first down.
Well, Andrew Faison told me yesterday that this guy was our possession receiver and maybe has the best set of hands on the team. You give him double for this in the stats. Try to throw that ball in the double, triple coverage, gets hit, catches it the second time, great concentration, and moves the chains.
Virginia Union
taking the timeout. That's their last timeout. But I think that's 2 catches. Give him 2 on that. Take a break. You see the time left. Virginia Union trying to hang on State, trying to mount a late charge.
Hey, plate number FRWG7375, getting the ticket.
Bold moves, they happen every day.
Nothing draws a neighborhood crowd together like the big game or the big race. And the best place to catch the action is right from your own living room. Food Lion is happy to help keep your home concession stand stocked all season with a fantastic variety of delicious foods at prices that will have you cheery. Food Lion, good neighbors, great prices.
2:27 remains. Virginia Union with an 11-point lead. Virginia State trying to hang in. They got the ball at the 25-yard line. See the timeout situation. 3 left for State, none for Union. Union just took that last timeout trying to set a defense. Blizzard drop it back, looking across the middle. The pass is complete. A nice catch, and he really had to reach out. Kenny Jones bringing it in. Pickup of about 6 yards on the play, but the clock will continue to move, Stan.
Blizzard being patient to go underneath, but they had the seamer that time with Devion Richards, but I think he was afraid to try to throw that ball into that corner, looking at that sun. It's a high-risk play. You go underneath, and you have a second down at about 3.
Dump out to Richards. Richards has got some room on the outside. He gets past Tolliver, and he gets knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. A nice play by Richards. Richards has been very impressive here in the second half.
They're smart enough to try to go inside out that time. They ran a little pick play to the inside, send Richards outside the formation in the play. He catches the ball and does a wonderful job again of running after getting the pass, gets inside the 10-yard line, down to the 7. Got to call plays, got to be moving if you're Virginia State. But again, you've got timeouts to be patient.
First down for Virginia State. Now, with 3 timeouts, they've still got a shot at this thing.
And he goes out of bounds. That's the smart play.
Exactly. Stops that clock. State calling the plays from the sidelines. And look who's going to line up in shotgun. We talked about Thomas Boyd. There he is. Shay's lining it up.
Union doesn't have enough players on the field, I don't think.
Nope, they got 10. Straight ahead. He's going to get in. He fumbled it into the end zone, but didn't call anything. Now they're going to call it a touchdown. They can say he was down before he got in. They're going to call him down before he got into the end zone. That's what the line judge did. So they better get up there in a hurry and get it snapped.
The ruling on the field is that the runner was down at the 1-yard line.
So Boyd's down at the 1, so instead of fumbling it in the end zone and recovering it for a touchdown, it's down, and the clock is going to crank right back up here.
Timeout, Virginia State. That's their first charge timeout.
That's a good use of a timeout.
It was there, no question, so that'll drop them to 2 timeouts remaining with 1:42 to go. Look at this again on our Ford replay.
And he's, said he's the athlete, so you know what they're going to do. He's going to run the football pretty much, and he goes down just short of the goal line to fumble forward. Now, if this happened on 4th down, and it's he can't advance it on 4th down, but it's 1st down. We're just saying it because sometimes people see that play happen, and you're kind of confused with the rule. Virginia State did recover, but you can see clearly he was down by contact.
Carlos Spencer thought he had a touchdown there. I tell you what, that was pretty close. He was close to the end zone, and that ball creeping out there. Woo, that was
Wayne
tight.
Motley was trying to get on the field and couldn't get out there, and they just said, whoa. That's what made them think there were only 10 guys out there.
Let's look at it again. Good angle here to look at it. Ooh. I told you I wasn't sure, Coach. There's no replay here. You want to see that one more time?
That's tough. This is too nice a day, 2 long-standing rivals, and this is a very good football game, and I'm not going to start any controversy.
No, it's no controversy.
But that was awful close.
It was close. I didn't say this was close. I just wanted to know if you want to see it again. All right, 1:42 to go, second and goal.
Really big for that guy right there in the face.
Would it ever? From about the 1-yard line. They'll go straight ahead with a big back, Justin Cummings, who showed he wanted to score earlier. I don't think he's in the end zone.
Not in the end zone. You got to unscramble the pile real quickly at that. I think you got to go something wide like you did before. Boyd in the slot, Boyd at the quarterback spot. I don't know if diving is going to get you in the end zone right now from a tight formation. Not even close. And you have to use the timeout because of that.
The second half.
That really hurts. And Hurley Hemphill and Stevie Johnson, all of those guys making a stop. Now, that does hurt you with that timeout, having to burn that time out there.
You'd like to think if you're an offensive lineman, an offensive coordinator, that you can make 1 yard down by the goal line. But if you're in a jumbo formation, 2 tight ends, a tight I formation there, it's very, very difficult to get in sometimes. And you saw that when you saw the end result. They didn't get the touchdown and had to use the timeout as well.
That could also force you, by having to take the 2 timeouts now, to almost have to do the onside kick. Whereas with 3 timeouts,
you had to use time. Yeah, right.
You had to use them, no question.
Yes,
had to use them. Take a look at our MVP, Food Lion MVP of the game, no question here. Elihu Smith, 176 yards rushing, and has done a great job today for Virginia Union. Look at that run right there.
And still hadn't got in the end zone yet.
Doesn't understand that. Nobody understands that. Throw a little pass outside, and that's a touchdown to Davian Richards. So that's a big touchdown. Now the question is, do you go for 2 here?
Yeah. I like that a lot better. You spread out the field a little bit. All Richards had to do was really run about 1 yard, and because of his size at 6'1", about 190, 6'2", he's able to shield off the guy almost like a basketball player. All you got to do is get the ball out. There's no opportunity for any play.
Now it's 34-29. The reason you go for the field for the 2-point here is because then a field goal would tie it.
You have to. You're going to need 2 scores.
So if you get the 2, it'd obviously be 34-31. Field goal ties the thing up.
Timeout, short field, you get a chance.
Davian Richards goes out of the game for the 2-point conversion. That means they've got to play that they've got out of left field here that they're going to call. Let's see what it is. It goes from the 3-yard line. This is the 2-point try. And guess what? That's Boyd running right. Does he get in? It looked like he did, and he does. Boyd, the athlete making the play, gets into the end zone, so it's 34-31. State won't go away. 1:20 remaining in the game, and Union with a 3-point lead.
And you look at this, you say, how could this team be 1-6?
I don't understand.
They played no turnovers. We said you got to put it all together. The defense will bend but don't break. Offense has been efficient. This is the most points Virginia State scored all season long. Today, 31 points, and yet they find themselves $120 and 3 points down.
It is a game of emotion and momentum, believe me. Now it goes back to what Little has done. He's had a great day today. You can look for the onside kick. Everybody in the stadium, I think, can figure out we're going to have an onside kick coming up. And the way it's gone today, Stan, anything's possible with this onside kick.
You recover it. How about you kick it too hard and one of the up guys get it? I've seen that. And you take it back for a touchdown. Any number of things. But you got the hands team in there for Virginia Union. So all these guys knew what to do. And the thing you have to remember to do if you're Union, if the ball comes there and you've got hands guys in there, get the ball, cradle it, go down. You don't have to make a play. You don't have to pitch it back or run or anything. Just get possession of the ball. If you get possession of the ball, you win this football.
Yep.
You win this game.
It's over.
Ball's got to travel 10 yards.
So it's at the 35. It's got to get to the 45, right where everybody's lining up. And I love the shadows again here, too. Look how long the shadows are.
This ball hits a Virginia Union player.
It's live.
It's a live ball, so you can do. And you see there's not a lot of room to really put this thing in.
Well, let's see what Buxton does. Everybody's headed to one side. He's got a large number. Only 4 on this end. Going to try that kick at the top. It's going to try to bounce it. Didn't go 10 yards before it was taken by a Union player. But it won't make any difference because Union has it. That's a good way to keep it from going 10. Just go ahead and grab it early. Nice play by a guy with good hands, and that's Michael Hampton. We always have a great game here for the Gold Bowl, and it's not unusual. Union will be able to run out the clock. They'll run a play. There'll be a timeout probably by State, and they'll have to snap it one more time. And they will have survived, and that's the best way to explain the Gold Bowl.
Mike Bailey, Peggy Davis, Jim Juneau, want to thank you for all your help. Woo-woos, the rah-rahs, the Gold Bowl staff. I know you live here, so you see this being put together day to day. But certainly always an enjoyable trip coming up to Virginia Union for the Gold Bowl.
So Little takes the snap, and Downs at State probably takes the timeout, and they do. 59-58 remaining in our game.
Timeout.
The drive of the game, I don't think there's a lot of question here on our drive of the game. Had to be when Union came back and made an 81-yard drive that led to a touchdown, and they did a lot of it with this guy, Elihu Smith, who had a lot of runs on that long drive that went 78, 80 yards, put them in great field position. And then here's the touchdown pass to Herb Jones, the second of the game. That was the key. That gave them .33. The extra point made it 34. And at that point, it was really in good shape for Union. But V-State, got to give them a lot of credit coming back and getting a touchdown.
Yeah. And the 2 plays that stand on my mind against Virginia State, that run just then by Smith where he gets hit, he bounces, he spins, and he still picks up yards. There's so many things that could go wrong that didn't. And then the point after touchdown early in the second half that was that was deflected yet still goes through the uprights. I mean, that's kind of been the season for Virginia State University, whereas, with Virginia Union, this year all the ingredients are going well, and certainly congratulations to Arrington. And they're half a game out right now behind Elizabeth City. We may see them again.
Play of the day has to be this one. Bank of America play of the day, Lamar Little to Herb Jones. Second TD of the game, but the key points in the contest late in the game to get that touchdown. Union's going to have to snap it one more time, and then that will do the deal, as they're going to win it 34-31. They will move to 6-2 on the season. Virginia State will fall to 1-7, maybe the best 1-7 team in the country right now. I tell you what, they played outstanding today. There's Coach Andrew Faison. He'll be coming across the field to shake hands with Arrington Jones, and Virginia Union has won this one 34-31. There's your final. An outstanding job today, Stan. Thanks so much. Looking forward to seeing you next week. We'll go to Fayetteville. Congrats.
It's a matter of inconsistency. That's all it is.
We've been winning it over Virginia State. The final is 34-30. St. Augustine's against Fayetteville State. Next Saturday, we will see you from Fayetteville on the 28th at 1 o'clock. For Stan Luter and all our great crew today, a wonderful job today. Thank you so much for watching the Gold Bowl, the 30th. I'm Chip Target, and so long, everybody.
Introducing Monday Night Live's Battle of the Bands. Send in a VHS, DVD, or email us a clip of your band, and you could be performing live on Monday Night Live. Check out ComcastSportsNet.com and watch Monday Night Live for more details.
We're RSM McGladrey, the accounting, tax, and business consulting firm designed for organizations on the move. We listen to your needs and design solutions that fit your budget, timeline, and corporate culture. That's RSM McGladrey.
For 20 years, Select Auto Imports has been the choice for discriminating car buyers. Why? Quality, selection, value. Select from over 150 premium European autos, all flawless, inspected and certified, with interest rates as low as 1.9%. So, be selective. Select quality, select value. Select Auto Imports in Alexandria.
The following is a paid presentation for Russ Dalby's Winning in the Cash Flow Business.
5 hours worth of work, and you're going to net how much?
Almost $10,000.
How much did you make?
In less than 30 days, I closed 2 transactions, and I netted a little bit over $1.2 million.
How much did you make on your biggest deal? Just one deal where we put the money in our pocket. We made over $66,000. How much? Over $66,000.
On my biggest deal, I made over $7,000, Russ.
And total, how much have you guys made?
Over $50,000.
Well, so far, we've turned 5 note deals. It took us about 2 months to do that, and we will net $70,000.
I just can't believe it to this day. Over $17,000 and have more coming.
And now the secret responsible for millions of dollars in profits with folks just like you. It's Winning in the Cash Flow Business with your host, Gary Collins.
When I first hosted this program a few years ago, I had the opportunity to speak with Russ Dalby, a man who started poor and discovered the secret to incredible wealth and financial freedom. Since then, thousands of people have used his easy-to-learn system to make money in the real estate business without ever buying it. Folks, this is way beyond the no-money-down real estate programs you heard about. In a minute, you're going to meet real people, not paid actors, who were fed up with financial insecurity, sick of debt, and ready to say, financial freedom, here I come. Many of them never really believed there was a way out until they started winning in the cash flow business.
I never thought that the successes that we're seeing today, that I'm seeing in my life today, would have come this quickly.
I've paid all my credit card bills off. I'm debt-free, and I'm happier.
Celebrating over a decade of business, Russ Dalby's Winning in the Cash Flow Business remains a #1 bestseller across North America. In a minute, you'll meet Russ Dalby, the creator of this highly acclaimed system, a man who single-handedly unlocked the potential of what just may be the greatest money-making opportunity of our time. Better than anyone else, Russ Dalby can show you how to do this and succeed beyond your wildest dreams, because he doesn't just teach it, he actually follows his own system too.
Winning in the cash flow business is celebrating 10 years of helping good people earn the money they deserve doing what they love. And if you're not already a part of this moving story, now is the time to discover an easier and more financially secure way of life. Russ Dalby isn't promising that he's going to make you a millionaire tomorrow, but what he is promising is an opportunity for true financial freedom for the rest of your life, working only a few hours a month. And friends, that's incredible. And it's exactly what winning in the cash flow business is all about. Now let's go to my colleague, award-winning reporter Kirsten Gum, who had an opportunity to sit down with Russ.
Hi, Russ.
Hi.
Now, you say that anyone can be financially successful, but is that realistic? It seems like even people with high-level degrees right now are just getting by.
You know, Kirsten, the biggest myth that we've all been told is that it takes money to make money, or that you need a college degree to be successful. Now, the truth is, anyone can make a ton of money or even become a millionaire, and you don't need money or college or even talent to do it.
Now, I know that you yourself have come very far, very fast. I mean, you're one of the most successful people in the country.
I sure didn't start out that way. I started out as a competitive cyclist, not as a moneymaker. When my buddies were off getting their education, I was training for the Olympics. I broke a world record and won a lot of trophies, but it didn't pay the rent. Eventually, I had to go out and get a real job.
But you didn't have much job experience because you were training all the time. So what kind of job skills did you have?
I had no job skills whatsoever. I searched for years and tried all different kinds of things before I decided that real estate was the very best way to make money. But there was a hitch.
I've heard that real estate is a great investment. I hear that from a lot of people. So what was the problem?
No matter what anyone tells you, real estate can be a headache. Even with those no money down deals, there can be huge risks, broken plumbing, even problem tenants, you name it. But still, something told me that there was a way to make money with real estate without a lot of hard work or financial risk. So here's what I did. I put my 3 secrets to success, the same ones that I used in my cycling days, to work for me.
This is real estate, only it's the financing part of real estate, and it's the easy part.
It's easy, and it's simple. It's not a hard business.
You don't need experience. You don't. I don't have any experience in real estate. So the only thing I did was read Winning in Cash Flow Business, follow the steps, step by step, and I did it.
And what happened?
And I made money. Over $17,000.
All right, let's talk about the cash flow business. Is this a new idea, or has it been around for a long time?
It's not a new idea at all. The business has been around for decades.
And that's really important because I've seen the statistics on how many new businesses fail.
You're right. The best way, I think, to ensure success is to do something that's already working and then follow someone who's already done it.
Just did what was in the book, and it worked.
All you have to do is apply yourself, apply the steps, and make sure that you understand what you're doing and just do it.
You have a simple step-by-step system, and you have the support to back it up. Winning in the cash flow business works.
What exactly is a cash flow note?
A cash flow note is nothing more than an old-fashioned IOU. Let me give you an example, Kirsten. If you loaned me $20,000, that would create a note.
Okay, so a cash flow note is just like an IOU.
Exactly. Then I'd pay you back over a certain period of time. And the beauty is, you don't need to know anything more than that to start making money with my system.
So if I'm one of your students, how exactly do I make money off these cash flow notes?
It's so easy, you won't even believe it. All you do is find people with cash flow notes, and you know what? They're everywhere.
Every day in this country, seller finance notes are created, and every day they're sold.
There are endless amounts of notes.
This is a great program. There's so many notes available that there's not that much competition.
I believe in the course it talks about 40 different places to look for notes.
Right.
All I did was look in a couple of those places, and I found 2 notes so far.
This sounds great, but now, what happens after I find a note?
That's the easiest part. All you'll do is list the note on my free note listing service where buyers are ready to buy what you just found. You just find a note, list it, and make money when the deal is done. It's just 3 simple steps. You find them, list them, and make money.
You know, in my 45 years on television, I've met a lot of people with the same frustrating financial worries. Good people with unbearable debt, stacks of bills, dead-end jobs. Finally, I can honestly say there is a way out, and it's called winning in the cash flow business. Today, Russ Dalby invites you to try his newest updated system so you can finally stop living paycheck to paycheck for good.
It's something that's going to make you happy. I mean, you can do it, you're going to get the extra income, and that certainly helps in every way.
When you call, you'll get everything you need in one easy-to-use course. It's just 3 easy steps anyone can follow. Just find cash flow notes, list them, and make money. Use the simple guidebooks or listen on the go.
Anybody can do it. If they can read, they can do it. And if they can't, have somebody read it to you.
If you want to start making money even faster, just pop in Russ's new First Steps to Success video. You'll be amazed at just how fast and easy it is to generate a stream of extra income every month, build financial freedom and a better quality of life in just minutes a day, or even retire earlier than you ever dreamed possible.
The peace of mind is tremendous. You know, I'm able to sleep at night and bills get paid on time, which is a nice concept.
This business has been a dream for both me and my family. I have made over $250,000, and anybody can do the same as I have done. All they've got to do is pick up that phone and call you.
And when you call right now, you'll receive free one-on-one phone and email support from Russ and his team of experts. They'll be your coach every step of the way.
Friends, I've met the folks on today's show. I've seen copies of their checks. They're real people, not paid actors, who discovered this program while they were sitting at home just like you. They are living proof that winning in the cash flow business does change lives. Now, to celebrate their success, Russ wants to do something special just for you.
Be one of the first 100 people to order, and Russ will include 3 special bonus gifts, yours to keep even if you decide the program is not for you. Bonus number 1 is Insider Secrets. Listen firsthand to live conversations with Russ's top students and learn, up close and personal, the how they did it secrets. Next, bonus number 2, discover winning real estate secrets exposed, what the banks don't want you to know. Imagine that dream home could be yours today. And bonus number 3, Russ's greatest money-making tool, Finding Notes Easy. This CD-ROM connects you with thousands of cash flow notes without leaving home. It's never been easier to find them, list them, and make money.
It's generated for me $20-some thousand in the first 2.5 months.
Folks, this is a limited time offer. Don't wait another minute to claim these 3 valuable bonus gifts and start on the road to financial freedom. The bonuses are worth $295, and they're yours to keep even if you return the course. It's 100% risk-free.
For over 15 years, I've watched my program change lives. Now, I want to prove that it can work for you. So before you make up your mind, take my course into your home and try it yourself. I'll back everything with my full 30-day money-back guarantee. Now that means if you don't start making money right away, simply return the product and I'll gladly refund your money, no questions asked. Now that's my 100%, I'll prove it to you money-back guarantee.
Order now, and for just $39.95, you can bring Russ's updated Winning in the Cash Flow Business System into your home to try for a full 30 days. Order before the end of the show, and Russ will even include a full year subscription to his Fast Cash newsletter, a $129 value free. But you must call right now. You only have 25 minutes to take advantage of this limited time offer. For just $39.95, use Russ's program for a full 30 days. You'll also receive 3 bonus gifts, a $295 value free. Call now and Russ will include unlimited live support.
Call 1-800-250-3094. Sorry, no checks or money orders. That's 1-800-250-3094. Call now.
Welcome back. Today we're talking to Russ Dalby about his program, Winning in the Cash Flow Business, and you've seen and heard the incredible results that can happen so quickly. The beauty part is, this isn't a business where you need to worry about overhead or employees. You don't have to risk a penny of your own money, and you don't even need a college degree to finally start earning the kind of money you deserve. It's just 3 easy steps. You find them, you list them, and you make money. Folks, this is the easiest, most hassle-free way I've ever seen to make money, and I've seen them all. Right now, let's go back to my colleague, Kirsten Gum, who's speaking with Russ about how easily you can start living the life of your dreams.
So, Russ, if it's so easy, why isn't everybody doing it?
I'm really not sure. When I started doing this, only banks made money this way, and they made a lot of money. And I figured we all should be able to profit like those guys. So what I did is I took everything I learned from my mentor and from the years of doing this business myself, and I simplified it into just 3 easy steps that anyone can use to achieve financial freedom. You know what they are? You just find them, list them, and make money.
You find the note, you list it on your website, you wait for a match, and you cash a check.
Well, I didn't try to reinvent the wheel. I just did what was in the book, and it worked.
Your book is simple, it's step by step, and it works. I'm living proof.
Let's join Russ Dalby on a weekend getaway in beautiful Southern California, along with a group of his students and some newcomers who are waiting to find out exactly how this unique money-making opportunity works.
So I just want to welcome all of you guys here today. I've invited some of my top students to meet with you guys, and I know some of you have questions and haven't gotten started yet with winning the cash flow business. So I was hoping that some of you who have been my top success stories could tell the others a little bit about your success.
I work full-time in a fairly stressful job, and there are days when I don't even have time to wash the dishes, let alone invest in a business. How much time are we looking at here?
In just a few minutes a day, my largest note, I made over $36,000 in just a few minutes a day.
Wow.
$36,000.
Did you guys hear that?
And you can even do this over the weekend, on the weekends just as well, just a few minutes a day. As a matter of fact, I do it part-time, and I made over $17,000.
Wow. You know, what I'm asking people to do is spend 10 minutes a day to try my program. I think if you spend 10 minutes a day, you'll find, like so many others, the success that they've had. In fact, you might end up working less with winning in the cash flow business.
If you're looking for an opportunity that doesn't require a lot of education, that's laid out for you, gives you a simple game plan, and it allows you to make money, winning in the cash flow business is the one for you.
It's something like that anybody can do, and you just have to decide to do it and then just go after it. If that's what you want the unlimited income potential, go for it. You can do it.
It took me 10 days to find my first deal, and I had it sold in the first 24 hours, and I made $2,000, Russ.
So it's just 3 easy steps. It sounds like I don't have to buy or sell anything myself. Is that right?
That's absolutely right. You just use my network to connect the sellers with the buyers. You don't have to buy or sell notes yourself. You don't even have to see a note. What makes it so easy is that most people who have these notes are thrilled when you give them a call and give them that opportunity to cash out. Think of it this way. What if I said you could have a